Yes, it is I, Bin Hameen, commanding all of you to join the wrestling revolution, the underground of media, and follow our brothers at Voices of Misery on Twitter and subscribe to their podcast because they support hackerhameen.podbean.com and you will go support voicesofmisery.podbean.com because there is no more misery when you leave those FM marked channels and you join the media underground of Voices of Misery and hackerhameen.podbean.com. Rise and praise, YOLO!
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Voices of Misery podcast. Today's Monday, August 12, 2019. Now, the podcast for that ass, I'm not going to be my normal self here for the beginning part. Only because, like, we've done this podcast.
This is the third time.
For about 2 hours now. And this is our third take, and we never do this. We always do one take. I'm going to be a little serious here because I want to get something off our chest now. I
know, I can't laugh.
We started off going off. The first podcast got really nasty and
deleted it.
We deleted it within the first 5 minutes. The second one, we kind of talked before we recorded it, and
came out better.
We went a little while, but then it started going down that path again. It started going down that path of just blatantly calling people out and just getting aggravated. And we don't want to come off that way, so we're very self-conscious about our image, obviously, because like we're getting to a point where we're popular. We're getting sponsors, like real sponsors.
We are fun-loving people.
We're very nice people, but we do draw a line in certain places, and this is one of them. We have no problems helping people out. We have no problems making friends or anything like that, even though we don't really have friends. It's just, us and our little inner circle, which is the immediate family. We've been podcasting now for about 8 months, and we don't mind helping people out or doing things with other shows and shit like that. Or even promoting other shows on Twitter. I mean, I have a friend that I don't mind talking to on Twitter, and we talk in private messages sometimes, and I'm going to help him get his show kick-started. He's going to come on, our show. I'm going to do a little thing with him soon. I got another friend, and she's going to come on the show. And I don't think she has interest in doing her own show, but I don't mind helping people out, get their voice out there. She wants to do a podcast. You can come on ours, I don't mind it. We're not celebrities. We're not famous. We are nothing. But the thing is like, we are ourselves. We do our own thing. And lately, I've been noticing, well, you've been noticing and put it to my attention, it's actually been going on for a while now, that my personality is being copied. And
it's being stolen.
Yeah, my catchphrases, things I say, things that I do, how I act, it's becoming very blatant. And you've shown me examples of this happening. And I put a tweet out the other day with a nice little, slogan, I guess, like a saying, an inspirational thing, or whatever, a quote, if you will, for all you intelligent people. I'm going to use a big word like quote. So anyway, I put something out there where it was like, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, some people say, but those who are being imitated gets a little fucking irritating after a while. And I'm at that point right now where I was listening to something and the introduction was verbatim, word for word, of an actual intro that I did. And this is the last straw. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm done with this. I'm sick and tired of being copied, and it's not going to fly anymore. So I'm just going to say this here, and I'm going to, get back to my normal self, and we're going to have our regular show after this. Yeah, man. I just don't like being copied, and that's where I draw the line. Podcasting is supposed to be an expression of your own personality, your own life experiences and shit like that. But when you start quote unquote, air quotes, you can't see this right now, borrowing from other people, it does get annoying. I mean, I have a lot of shows that I listen to. Dana Lash is my personal favorite podcast. I'm not going to go out there and steal every segment she does, or act the way she does, or talk the way she does. Because that's not me. I have my own personality. I have split personalities. I was fucking diagnosed with this being crazy and shit. And to me, that's the charm of our show. No matter whose personality you try to steal, it'll never duplicate the real thing. So I would suggest stopping and doing your own thing before you bury yourself even further. And that is all I have to say about that.
Oh, wait.
What's that? Okay, go ahead.
When will you unleash me? Because I was quiet. I didn't say anything.
I know.
This is our third time doing it. So when will I be unleashed?
If this happens one more time.
Okay, then I can speak my piece?
Yes.
Okay.
But you go very hard in the paint.
I know. I go hard, but I think the listeners would actually get a kick out of what I have to say.
I'm just over it. And, we've been doing our own thing off our own personalities. I just don't tolerate our shit getting stolen. And
I just don't want people thinking, why isn't she saying anything? So we're going to wait until you unleash me from my cell so I can speak at the podium.
All right. So can we start fresh and do this episode now?
Okay.
While I do this, you go ahead and pull out the results, and we'll go through that quickly.
Well, I was going to bring up the fact that...
oh, boy, you just want to keep this thing going, don't you?
No, I was changing the subject.
Oh, go ahead, because I was going to kick this thing off the way we normally do it.
Oh, well, I was going to bring up the fact that our poor kid out there has been waiting for me to play Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for, days.
Yeah.
Dude, it's getting out of control.
Oh my goodness. The microphone just fell, so you guys got an earful more than you're going to get if this shit keeps happening.
This has been a hell of a night. I don't know what's happening.
We've just been very aggravated, and for good reason. So anyway, I'm done with this for now. If it keeps happening, then I will have more to say. That's all I got to say. Like this isn't a threat or anything like that.
You're going back. I was talking about Jenna in the Call of Duty
Well, I want to start this podcast right.
Okay.
Can we start this thing right, please?
Say what you got to say. I just want to know
Welcome back to the Voices of Misery podcast. I am the nerd. You're the nerdette. Today is Monday, August 12th, 2019, with another podcast for that ass. And this is the intro that was stolen. How are you doing today, everybody? Is everyone okay? Did you have a nice breakfast? I hope you didn't skip lunch. I hope you had a protein shake, got on the treadmill, lost a few lbs, went to work, had a great day, were successful, found a couple $2 in an old pair of pants before you washed them. Use that to invest in something, maybe buy a lottery ticket, and you won. And I hope you had a really fun time, a safe commute, no traffic, you didn't hit anybody, no red lights, you got to speed a little bit, no cops were behind you, you didn't get a ticket. And I hope you came home and hope you're going to have a good night of sleep. How was your day, Nerdette?
See, you can't give me a look like that.
How was your day?
Because I don't know how to respond.
How was your day?
My day was fucking fantastic.
It was fantastic.
It was freaking fantastic. Can we talk about, first of all...
What's that?
That a friend of ours is making an intro for us. As we speak, right freaking now, and I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah. Well,
is that who you're texting right now?
Yeah, I'm texting right now. He just sent me the verbiage and for final approval, I guess. And you know what? I got to say, this is a really good friend of ours that we just met not too long ago. And I really hope this person stays a friend for life because he's a very nice guy. And I wouldn't mind having him and his girlfriend, Jen, down here. Our wife, I don't know if they're married or not, but they should come down here and visit us one day because they got family in Georgia, I believe. So that would be a little bit of a detour. We could all hang out at the beach one day and
wouldn't that be fun?
Record a personal podcast for all their asses. You know, I mean, that'd be fucking fun. You know, but maybe we're jumping the gun a little bit. You know, like maybe we're just happy to have friends for once. You know, yeah. And this table is big enough for four, so we can put something around here.
You think?
Yeah, it is. Well, we'd have to move, this over here a little bit, and that over there, and this over there, and the other thing over there, and we can make it work. We'll make it happen for these people. You know, so. I think it'd be pretty cool to do that. Don't you think so? We could have a big-ass podcast for everybody's ass.
Oh, my God.
Ask everyone out there in TV land how they're doing. I'm happy now because we're off this topic. And I think
But this is our third time doing it, so we've done it for over 2 hours. So a few drinks have been had. So this should be interesting.
A few drinks have been had.
Normally we start drinking at the start of the podcast. This is our third time doing this podcast.
I think it's fun.
We're a few drinks in.
Now, this was actually a master plan of mine. I'm trying to get you drunk so I can do anal.
That's never going to happen. Like, seriously?
It just got silent.
Yep. No, absolutely fucking not.
Oh, God.
You can keep fucking dreaming.
Well, I just want to get through a couple of the topics we've already gone through twice real quick. So anyway.
Fucking Summerslam was great, we got to talk about it 3 times.
I'm happy right now, okay?
Fucking Summerslam.
At the top of the show, I had my serious moment. Now I'm ready to be the nerd again. But I swear to God, if somebody calls themselves the nerd, I'm gonna find these motherfuckers.
All right.
Anyway,
you're doing it.
So Whitney Cummings.
She
had a post on some kind of social media. I don't know if it was Twitter or not. I think it's Snapchat by the looks of it. Okay. You're about to see some titty in a second, but I don't want to see it. No, the reason why I want to show this to you is because this is where I want to go with the story, okay? So I'm on Twitter, and this shows up in my timeline. So Whitney Cummings posted a video, and this looks like Snapchat, because it shows her name 20 hours ago, right?
Okay, yep.
I guess she was in the bathtub, and her nipple showed.
Yeah.
And what happened was, and let me delete that, because I'm not a fan of Whitney Cummings, but I do like this story. So apparently, a fan... I guess on Snapchat you could screenshot, and someone screenshot it really quick, like her nipple came out for a split second, and someone took that picture. Remember how Nikki Bella was doing something and her nipple came out, and someone screenshot it on the internet?
Yeah.
That fan tried to extort money from her. I'm going to put this on the internet if you don't.
Who cares?
Do
let your shirt
right?
and let it all hang out.
So I guess the fan showed her the picture, or she had it still on her phone, and she posted it herself to take the power away from that person. And goes, "What are you going to do now? I don't give a shit."
Yeah.
So I guess this whole "I support Whitney" hashtag started on Twitter.
Listen,
where people were posting pictures, like women were posting pictures of their tits, and guys were like, "Oh, here's my balls," you know.
Okay, so this is a legit reaction because this literally just happened, or you just found this because
this just happened a little while ago.
We didn't
today.
just talk about this.
No, I found I was going to bring it up in the last one or 2 ago.
This is the problem with social media. Like, people are trying to like freaking get anything on anybody at this point, and it's annoying as hell. Leave people alone. Do you seriously have nothing better to do with your freaking time than to just either blackmail or put someone in a corner, or just leave people alone. Like, what is the fucking problem? What is wrong with your life that you have to go and she had a nip slip or whatever the hell in the fucking bathtub, and you had to freaking go and do that?
Can you blame her a little bit for this?
Oh yeah, I can, but I'm saying you're bringing up Nikki Bella and you're bringing up other people. So
Nikki Bella did hers with a bathrobe on, and she was doing something with makeup, and of course, I mean.
Do you have
to do I'm not going to take a picture of myself taking a piss or filming myself taking a piss in the bathroom and then drop my camera and it shows my dick.
Well, that's the thing. You're also bringing up 2 people who show off their bodies.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
I love Nikki Bella. I love her. I have her shirts. Like, I am a fan of hers. She shows off her body a lot. You can't say that she doesn't.
Oh, she does.
Every chance she gets, it's all over the freaking internet. Whitney Cummings, you could tell by her freaking comedy. She's raunchy. She doesn't give a shit. She, personally, I don't think cares about what anyone else thinks of her. So she wants to take a selfie or a freaking video in a damn bathtub, then whatever. But who the hell are you to be screenshot something and be like, "Oh, I need this much money" or whatever? Get a life, dude. Obviously, she doesn't care if she's doing it.
Well, the reason why I wanted to talk about the Whitney Cummings thing is because I say kudos to her, congratulations, because she took the power out of their hands and said, "You know." Oh,
she's the one that took the photo, or was it Nikki? You confused me.
No, Nikki just didn't care because she wanted it to get out there. That's why I kind of think hers was planned. Whitney Cummings was an accident, and the fan tried to extort from her, and she posted it. She's like, "Look, here's my titty. I don't give a fuck." And it took the power
and she's
right
the type
out of
of
their
person,
hands.
like, you could tell by the way she talks, she doesn't give a shit about anything.
Which is great. That's why, and I listened to her on the Joe Rogan podcast the other day, and she's very open. She's very intelligent. And I like her. I don't like her as a comedian. I don't think she's funny. But as a person, she's very entertaining.
Right.
She's a very smart lady. Like, I got a lot of this dog knowledge I got from her. And actually, quick sidebar, the guy that I used to work with, his sister, and I remember telling you shit.
I know about the
she
dog
is so
whisperer.
smart. I would love to get her on the show because she knows so much shit about dogs. I would just love to ask dog questions because I would always say, "Hey, dude, ask your sister this. My dog does this." I think that'd be a cool idea. It'll probably get stolen, but I mean, it's a very cool idea, and she's an actual legit.
Let it be known that I am keeping my mouth shut. And
I know. I just can't help
So,
it.
anyways, back to Whitney.
So, I love the fact that she went out there and was proactive and was like, "No, fuck you." That's like someone saying, "Hey, I found a picture of you screwing so and so. I'm going to tell your husband. I'm going to tell your wife." And then the husband or wife goes and says, "Hey, I fucked so and so."
Right.
And it's like, wait a second. So now I can't get money. I have nothing now. It's like you take the power instantly away. by going first and being proactive
Which is
instead of
good.
reactive. It's awesome.
Who the
It's
hell
awesome.
is this scumbag? Who the fuck is this scumbag? And we talk about this personally. I know we haven't, I don't think, brought it up on the podcast, but there are some loser people out there when Raw and SmackDown come on.
Yeah.
Where something happens in a match and they will freeze frame something and put a picture up there, and it's like, what's wrong with you? They're having a match. Like, they can't help what's happening. Like, whether it's a costume malfunction or the women's legs are up in the fucking air, or the camera zooms in on their ass, and it's just like, that literally has nothing to do with them. They're not purposely doing it, but you are exposing it for what? Like, why? And it's just so aggravating. I hate people. This is why I hate people. I hate social media. I hate it all.
I do blame them for a lot of it. I think it's a 50-50 blame. Because
who's picking out their costumes? You're telling me that they're picking out their costumes with their ass hanging out?
They pay for their own costumes.
They pay for them. Who's picking them out?
They pay for them. They have a say in what they wear. Like, they're not saying
but
to Alexa
are
Bliss.
they given... See, this is the way I'm thinking. As a female, are they given, like, okay, well, you can either wear this, or this?
No, they have a huge say in it. Trust me, they
do
have
they?
a huge say. Yeah, that I do know from knowing about it. They have a say. Alexa Bliss comes out there and she's got like...
Damn, she looks good, though.
She has a nice ass. She's got a great body. She's hot. She's a hot woman. So she wants to play off of that. But Bayley has a better ass and a better body, but yet she covers it up. So it's like, if I was in control of that...
But could you see Bayley in what Alexa wears? Really? I don't think her ass would fit. But that's why you're saying,
the thing is,
her ass wouldn't fit in that.
But who else has a bigger ass than Bayley and wears tighter pants than Alexa? Naomi. She wears those little booty pants, and
because her ass. This is the thing. Her ass won't fit in what Alexa wears.
Yeah, but she wears little booty shorts. Like, there has been episodes of SmackDown or Raw, or whatever, where Naomi will wear things that barely cover that. And your ass is like twice the size as Bayley's.
She does have a big ass.
It's a giant, big old, beautiful globe ass, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just saying, like, they have a say in what they wear. That's why they have different outfits. They have a huge say in it. Like, what they do is they go to their costume designer and they say, this is what I want. I want something that looks like this. They come up with different ideas. The women draw down and say, hey, how about this? And they point out to them and they point out and they say yes.
I want Alexa to come back out in the Freddy Krueger outfit again.
That'd be cool.
She did Buzz Lightyear this week, and I thought it was amazing.
A lot of people bitched about that. They said,
really? I thought it was so cute.
They said it's too face. Like too much of a good guy thing to do. For those of you that don't know wrestling jargon or lingo, it's face. But they're going to bitch about anything. Wrestling fans are the worst.
But you know, what is his name? And I cannot stand him. Corey Graves? Is that Corey Graves?
Hate him.
Okay, the one with the weird colored shirts and stuff. Yeah, that's Corey Graves, right?
That motherfucker looks like he works at fucking Chipotle.
And I'm talking about Summerslam. We're not even there yet. Yeah. But like, he kept talking about Nikki Cross being fucking Woody, and unless I misheard him, she looked nothing like Woody, but he was like saying "snake in my boot" and like saying stupid shit, and I just wanted to punch him in the face. I hate this dude.
I hate Corey Graves, but I'm going to defend him on this a little bit.
Really?
Because it's not him, probably. It's Vince McMahon in his ear. Say this, say that, or someone asshole.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, they wear headpieces, and the guys in the back will yell things like "say this" or "make sure you mention this" or that.
Alexa had come out as Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah,
Nikki Cross. I'm sorry, that was not a Woody outfit at all, period. It was black and green and no cowboy hat, no cowboy nothing.
Well,
and he was making fucking...
probably feeding them those shitty lines.
Stupid. Whoever's writing this shit, I just can't. I can't anymore. It's so aggravating.
It's pretty shitty.
Why did we get into this? Because of Whitney Cummings. Okay.
Okay, yeah, but damn.
Whitney Cummings brought us all the way here. It's like we need to fucking go down this path. I feel like we're walking down a rainbow road with a fucking blindfold on. Like, we just It's somehow brought us to SummerSlam, but we're going back to Whitney Cummings.
Now we are in our zone, man. Like, now we're on the podcast path of recording an actual... But this one will not be deleted.
No matter what's said?
No matter
so I
can
say anything right now?
Fucking dude. Don't go down not that road, man.
I was teasing you, man.
I know, like, even though I've had a few drink skis
you do need a shave.
I'm doing it tomorrow.
Right here.
I'm shaving everything off tomorrow.
Don't
even
do
my
that.
dick hair.
Okay, well, you can do that. But don't do this. Just do this area right here.
All right, fine. Well, under the neck, she's saying, where it gets really shitty. I just don't like facial hair. Ugh. But anyway, So yeah, man, what the fuck were we talking about? Oh, so anyway, I like the fact that Whitney Cummings went out there, was proactive, and she put these people in their place.
No, you know what?
But then
Good
again,
for her.
they're doing it to themselves. Don't take videos in the bathtub live on Instagram or Snapchat and not expect something to be seen because it's going to be seen. If you don't want something to be seen, don't do it. I piss outside in the backyard sometimes, and I'm just going to be open because we're open on this podcast, right?
So, let it be open that I don't like it.
Well,
but
the thing is like we have very tall fence. Like people can't see over our yard. But
we got tall
hypothetically,
fence and trees and
yeah. But hypothetically, if I was pissing in the backyard and our neighbor was doing roofing work and looked down and saw my dick and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'd be like, "Oh shit, that's on me. I shouldn't be doing this. I have 2 bathrooms inside."
Because, and this is where I differ a little bit from what you're saying because
it's on me though. Like they just happen to look over. It's not like they're spying on us.
It's not on you. You're in your own backyard. I don't like you doing that.
Yeah,
but if you're in the privacy of your own backyard, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. And if someone sees it, fuck you. Why are you looking?
At that point, it's more of an embarrassing moment. Now, if that neighbor was like, "I'm offended, I'm going to call the police," then it's like, no, that's my backyard. I'm pissing in my backyard.
Right. Okay.
You looked over. I'm sorry you saw it, but that's where we say, let bygones be bygones. I won't do it anymore. It's done. But like if
we are spending too much time on you pissing on the backyard, I hate that so much.
No, but like there's like a line to be drawn. Like if I saw 2 people fucking on their back porch, and it's their back porch, it's like 2:00 in the morning. I just happen to go out to have a breath of fresh air or something.
A breath mint.
Well, I was saying like I don't smoke cigarettes. I was gonna say like if I go out to have a cigarette or something, but I don't smoke. But if I went out on the back porch and I had a cigarette and I looked over and I saw 2 people having sex in their back patio, I'd say, holy shit, people are fucking. And I go back inside. I wouldn't care personally. But some people would be like, I'm so offended by this. Why are they doing that? Yeah. How come they do? I can see it. You know what I mean? And that just gets to the point where, all right, maybe we should just take a step back and just not give a shit what other people are doing. Some people get offended and some people try to exploit it. And that's what happened with Whitney Cummings. They saw a titty. They wanted to make money off it. She took the power away from her. And congratulations.
She doesn't give a shit. If you don't know her, like if you're following her or if you know that she is some type of celebrity, if you know who Whitney Cummings is, you know her personality, she don't give a fuck.
And I've got something for you that I wanted to talk about today. And this kind of is in vain with like people trying to control others, and I saved this bookmark and I'm getting triggered now, and this whole thing is about being triggered. So I'm going to lead this into something that a lot of people have probably already heard, but I want to get our take on this. I want to get your take on this, and I want to talk about it myself a little bit. This is at the Democratic Socialists of America conference, okay? Now, we know how people get triggered and they get offended and they want other people to conform or lower themselves to their level of security, right? This is a clip. It's very short, and there's 2 clips. I'm going to play the first one first. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to play the other one, okay? So I just want you to listen to this. Hold on. It's coming.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there a speaker against name, gender, pronoun?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Okay, so that was it. Okay, so that was.
Okay, so what do you want me to comment on?
Okay, so
the first guy or the second guy?
The first guy. Go on the first guy first.
Okay, so I'm not. I think I know where you're going, but I'm not going to say anything bad because I feel like if you're saying sensory overload, I immediately go to thinking about Jenna. But can I bring it back before you start biting my head off? Because I can already see your freaking face.
I'm not going to bite your head off because I do understand the sensitivity because I have an autistic child too. We have the same kid.
Right, but I can also see maybe they shouldn't have sent him in there because he could see. Because you finally at the end you showed me the video and I could see all the different people in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe there should have been a different reporter in there.
He should have known better. He knows the situation.
Or maybe he shouldn't have been. Obviously, he shouldn't have been in there. This is why are you putting this shit on?
You should let me go first on this one. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh God!
No, let me go first because you're going one way, and I can see both ways of this. Okay, so let's just say hypothetically he's telling the truth about his condition. Hypothetically, and this is why I say this is because there's currency now in people being offended or having issues, and people like to be in control. You saw that room. There was probably 200 people in that room.
Yeah. He's
one person. So you're telling me that him having sensory overload from people talking, is everyone supposed to shut up because there's one person?
No.
There's one person.
I'm not saying that, but who's to say that his boss didn't purposely send him there?
I think he was a troll
and didn't send someone else or whatever. Like you can't. I'm not putting the blame on this dude.
In all honesty, I think he was a troll.
Really, you think so?
I think he was a troll because
it's Democrats. See, you go down this whole political path, and I don't.
I don't hate Democrats, but I'm thinking I wouldn't put it past them to put this out there.
Because I hear that stuff, and I immediately think of our kid. So, I can see some. Why are we doing that?
No. I think this is a good conversation, and I think it brings up a good topic for debate.
See, this is the type of topic that I get aggravated.
Well, we have an autistic child now. This guy, he sounded very intelligent. He used words, but he also hit certain points which trigger my skepticism. He said, "Hi, this is so and so James Jordan or whatever the fuck he's name, Sacramento." He, him, and then he goes into his whole defense mechanism. He, him is basically what he wants to be identified as. So when you talk about me later on,
wait, can you replay that? He said he, him.
He said he, him. He goes he, him. So this is.
I didn't catch that.
Okay, well, hold on. I'll replay.
I don't want to hear the whole thing. I just want to hear that part.
So some people may not have heard it. So here it comes again.
Quick point of privilege.
Personal
privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I didn't catch this the first time. Fuck this motherfucker.
He's pulling all the cards out.
Okay, see, I didn't catch that the first time, so you can't put that against me. I didn't hear that.
No, of course not.
But
he's pulling all the cards out now, and this is where currency comes in. He's like, "Hey, I'm on your side. I'm a Democrat. I go by he, him, and I also have sensory overload." So now a lot of these Democrats.
See, now I'm against him. Now I'm pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. And now a lot of Democrats, what they're doing is they're putting on their personal web pages, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and the people that follow her.
What is she putting?
With the blue check marks. Yeah, she, her, and some people.
Fuck you.
Some people put he, him, it, or some shit like that, and they'll put these other things on there that they want to be called by, they want to be associated with these words. And to me, that's hysterical because you're a guy or you're a girl. I'm sorry, I'm very open-minded to a lot of things. I don't mind trans. I don't mind furries.
No, why do you don't listen?
Force me.
Why
to call
did
you
he
by anything,
say? He said he introduced himself, and then why didn't he go into the other thing? Yeah. Why did he say he
had to immediately do all this shit?
So, why did he have to I did not catch that the first time.
I didn't catch it either until I read the exact article where it had the transcript. Wait,
why did you put that in there? What's that to do with anything?
He had to do it. And obviously, you're a man. You have a man's voice. You look like a man. Why do you have to say
so you lost my sympathy. I was on your side, dude. And then you did that, and it's just you don't need to do that. Just say, I'm John Smith.
Yeah.
I'm from the stupid Post, and this is blah 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 blah. Why was that even thrown in there? That makes no sense.
And that's exactly what he did. He did this for attention, and he did this to gain points. So all the Democrats are like, "Yeah, this guy's great," and everyone else is like, "No, he's a fucking insane idiot."
Okay, yeah.
Why? And the thing is you're one person in a pool of people. So let's just say this, right? Let's say I go to a pool party, right? There's 200 people in the pool. Everyone's having a great time bouncing the ball around, and I'm like, all right, let me go in this pool. I go in there, and I'm like, wait, the water's too cold. But everyone else loves it. Are they supposed to make the water warm to appease me? This isn't my world. This isn't my party. They need to have fun. I think it's majority rules. If I'm having a problem with sensory overload, maybe I need to get the fuck out. Maybe I need to get out of that pool. Maybe I should just sit by the water.
Listen, I'm not going to argue that fact anymore. I'm not going to argue that fact anymore because that pissed me off. So move on to the next one.
What? Well, I just want to play. There is more. There's one more clip that I wanted to play from the same exact event with the same exact person. This is what happens later.
All right.
Hold on, that's coming.
Point of privilege once again. Quick point of privilege once again.
Same guy.
Hi, James Jackson, Sacramento DSA, he, him. I have already
Listen.
asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload, and that goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety. Like, the be comradely isn't just for, like, you know, let's keep things civil or whatever. It's so that people aren't going to get triggered and so that it doesn't affect their performance as a delegate, okay? Your need to express yourself is important, but your need to express yourself should not trump or over, like,
He can't even get his point out. He's trying to use these words.
The dude needs to shut up. Like, who was that? I don't like this dude.
James Jordan
because
or some shit.
You, first of all, I feel like you're using a stereotype and you're using it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't have an issue. Like, when you did the first video, I'm like, oh, I felt bad. I don't feel bad for him anymore.
Then the he-him shit.
You could easily pick your ass up and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, easily have gone. But he wants everyone to come down to his level because that would be a big point for him.
Oh, dude, no.
It would be a big, like, card in his pocket. Like, hey, I pulled that card and I beat everyone else. I got them to come down to my level to do what I wanted them to do. It's a control thing for these idiots.
Listen,
It's power.
I have said it several times. I don't care your sexual orientation. I don't
Me
care
neither.
what you
I don't
identify
care.
as. Why do you have to announce it to a room of 200-300 people and then keep bringing up a sensory overload? No, I take offense to that.
How did he get a mic a second time with all those people there?
I take offense to that.
Yeah.
Because we do have a child that does have that.
And
but I think he
shit.
was using... See...
He used it for power.
He used it for his advantage.
It was power,
No.
his advantage to get his name out there, and it worked.
Bullshit. He had sensory overload, and then he had anxiety, and he had this, and he had that.
All these
Get the
things.
fuck out of the room, then, dude.
What's after that? You know? Oh, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and everyone please pour their beverages
God.
down.
See, I was in a good mood. You brought that up.
Well, that's exactly what it is. And for instance, like we've said, we have an autistic daughter. If she throws a meltdown in the store, we don't tell everyone to cut their ears off so they can't hear it. We leave the store.
We leave the store.
Or we go away to calm her down or something.
Or you leave the room, and I try to counter. Like, is it we?
If I get aggravated, I'll leave the room. Yeah, we do this.
We take measures for the. First of all, we prepare beforehand because we know we're going into this such a place. We know there's a lot of people or a lot of noise.
We don't use her condition to put ourselves on a pedestal. This guy's an asshole.
For some reason, he did have sensory overload. He knew ahead of time before going in there. He could have alerted his boss or whatever. But then you do the he-him thing, and then you're adding anxiety, and it's just like he's touching all the bases for no reason.
He basically buys into this whole ideology of being a Democrat, being and let's take the Democrat, being a socialist, being a part of this whole forward movement of like weird shit that's going on in America and just the world now. He buys into that.
You do realize we're hitting on a touchy subject, right?
Well, the thing is, like, we're not saying anything bad. It's just like the fact that people are using it as a weapon. They're using it for their advantage, and I'm against that. I don't mind people being a trans or changing their sexes or shit, because it doesn't affect me personally.
But why do you have to? Why do you feel like when you stand up? I'm sorry. My name is so-and-so, and I'm trans. Let me ask my question. You don't need to announce that.
Yeah, just be yourself, ask your question.
I'm not going to stand there and be like, I'm the nerdette from the Voices of Misery. I'm straight, just to let you know. Let me ask you a question.
And I want to be called her ma'am, okay? It's like, no.
Get the fuck out of here.
It doesn't affect me if someone's going to be gay or do this, because I don't give a shit. I had a guy on who wears a furry suit, and I love the guy to death. I would love to talk to him again. He was a cool guy, great conversation. I like him a lot. We are in the same chat room. I got invited there, and I'm still in there, and I'm active. You know, I talk to them. They're great people. I feel like I have to preface this because people are probably going to think that we're like fucking scumbags or something, but we're not.
It's the way this dude went about it. That's the problem.
Don't force me to fall in line with your ways of being. I'm already down with it, man. I don't have a problem with that, but just don't sit there and say, all right, well, you have to call me this. You have to call me this. I'm this. You have to do this. No, you're not going to tell me what to call you.
But I don't have to enter. I don't get it. I don't have to enter a room and be like, well, listen, I go by.
Yeah, exactly. It's a neutral area.
Her. You know, like
I'm going to call it as I see it. I'm going to call you whatever comes out of my mouth. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to say, okay, well. You know,
what is happening? What is happening in this fucking world? What the fuck is happening?
The socialist movement.
This is stupid.
The socialist movement is what it is. If a guy walks in wearing a woman's dress, and like I've seen them, they've come into my location where I used to work at my old place. Remember I sent you the picture? I was like, what the hell is this? I sent you a picture of it. But I treated that person with absolute respect because they're a human being. But if that person said to me, call me ma'am, call me this, call me that, I'd be like, no, I'm gonna call you sir.
Okay, see, now you're turning into
it's
a whole other thing.
I don't know,
But,
it's just weird. Don't
I
force it on me. That's all I gotta say. Don't force your thing on
No, it's
me.
not even that. Like, why are you announcing it? Why do you have to stand up and fucking announce it? No one
Just
cares.
Just be.
There are 200 people in there with questions. No one gives a fuck what you want to identify as. Just say your name. I want to identify as Nerdette. That's it. Not he, she, it, her, ma'am, them. No.
I mean, it's
you
definitely...
have a name. That's what you identify as. No. Why are we on this subject? I'm getting fucking heated.
It's definitely...
We gotta shut this down.
Well, it's definitely a controversial subject.
It is.
There's no right...
This is a horrible topic.
Well, there's no right or wrong answer. And a topic is a topic. And I feel like this is an important topic for us to talk about. It's like, hi, my name is Nerd.
You somehow end up with your solo topics, sneaking them into the duo topics just to get me to vent.
I just feel like, and you know what, you're actually talking for once. The last one, you didn't say shit. So there you go. You didn't say
because
shit.
You got my heart is like, I'm ready to like fucking explode.
I mean, like, I'm not going to say, hi, I'm the nerd. I identify as a sheet of paper.
I started as being sympathetic to this dude, okay?
Well, he basically hit all the points. He hit all the points that piss people off.
And that's the thing. He hit every point to make me feel like, dude, you're full of shit.
Can't we just get to a place of normalcy in life where you are just a boy or a girl or a transgender? I don't care.
I don't care. See,
I don't care, but like, don't force your way of being on other people. Like, hi.
I think you're saying something different than me. Like, I don't care about all that. I just don't want it announced. Why do you have to announce it?
Yeah. Well, I guess we are in a different place because, like, I don't feel like people. Because, like, I don't go up to people and say, hi, I'm keto. Hi, I'm keto. Hi, I'm keto. You know, like, hi, I like keto food. Hi, do you know I'm on keto? Like, just shut the fuck up about it. You know, like, I talk about it on the podcast because I feel like people care about the journey. But in my personal life, I don't go up to everyone and say, hi, you know I'm on the keto diet? You know I lost 100 pounds in 6 months or something? Or whatever the fuck it is now.
Can you take a sip out of your drink before that straw just goes flying?
I don't know, man. It's just fucking.
You know what we need to do?
What's that?
The straw needs a Twitter.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen. Cause look,
the nerd straw. I'm trying to get away from this cup.
5 episodes now where we've talked about this damn straw. I wish that we could let
strong.
People see it because this straw just has a mind of its own.
Very annoying. What's going on in the Twitter world? We got some Twitter shit.
I don't know. Are we off that topic?
Yeah, we're off the topic. Our pal, did Podbean update or something? Can't find your pods on there. Ooh. Hope you're not getting kicked. No. I'm going to send him the link right now because our friend who's starting up his own podcast, I will help him promote it because he's a good guy and he's going to be on the show soon. I'm going to send him a little link ski and get him going here. So anyway, go ahead and do the Summerslam. Let's just bang it out real quick. Yeah, let's bang it out because this is
our third time for such a powerful SummerSlam. This is our third time recording this podcast, so this is great. I'm so excited to do these results again. First of all, I do want to say that number one, SummerSlam sucked. Okay, and that's coming from me, who was super excited because there's only a couple pay-per-views a year that I like. Number two,
I almost text my boss the link to the podcast by accident. How bad would that have been?
You need to start being careful because you do that. You do text
I sent you
the
a
wrong
text
people. I know.
About work yesterday.
And I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Anyways,
yeah.
The SummerSlam stream didn't work quite well for us. So I saw maybe the first 45 minutes or so. I'm giving it a lot of credit. I'm thinking 45 minutes. And then after that, it was all downhill from there. It was 5 minutes here, and then it would freeze. Then I would get the green screen, and then I'd get a couple minutes, and then it would start tiling, and it would block. Now, mind you, we don't have the network, so I'm like, okay, well, sometimes that happens with streaming. Mm-hmm. Although the streaming website that we have, we've never had that problem. We've had 3 pay-per-views now, plus you watch boxing and UFC. Never had this problem. So, of course, it's the one that I want to see, SummerSlam. I like this pay-per-view, so I was quite pissed off. Anyways, I looked today, and it looks like the network was also having problems. So it wasn't just us. So I don't. Not that much happened. It's just the fact that I was looking forward to it. I actually wanted to have something on in the background. I wanted something playing. I mean, Alexa Bliss was having a match. I didn't even know she was having a match, but she was having a match. I would have liked to have seen the whole damn thing. It's just like, shit happened and I wanted to see it.
It was
I'm a little pissed off.
Train wreck, and I didn't watch any of it only because I was basically doing an interview, and I'll talk about that after this because and it's not going to be very long because this is our third time doing this whole thing.
So, all right, let me write it down in my handy dandy notebook. SummerSlam results. Okay, so we start off with the Cruiserweight Championship. Drew Gulak versus
Oni Lorcan.
Thank you so much.
I'm surprised the third time you still know how to fucking say that name right. Much respect, Oni Lorcan, you amazing son of a bitch.
Anyways, I threw it out.
We've always been picking Drew Gulak only because he seems like he always wins.
Sorry, I'm moving stuff around.
I think we both tied that one.
We have a mic that's pointing down towards my paper.
Pointing down towards my penis.
No, it's not. It's pointing down towards my paper, and I just made a lot of noise.
This thing is very small, this mic, but there's very good sound quality. I like this thing a lot.
It is the first time that we're using the mic on our podcast. Did you realize that?
Fourth, but this is the first time it's actually going to make it to Podbean.
Right. So hopefully this comes out good. Anyways, okay, so we both picked Drew Gulak. Yay! We won.
I think we're going to pick Drew Gulak forever because we just don't know anybody else's name right now.
That's the truth. That is such a truth because I don't know if this is 205 Live or if 205 Live is on NXT. I don't know what the fuck.
I think it's
but we don't watch it, so I know Drew Gulak. I know that name. I recognize it, so I'm going to pick him every time.
We're going to pick him every fucking time.
Okay, so the next one was not on the card, so we didn't pick anybody for this, but does it really matter? It's Buddy Murphy who beats Apollo Crews.
Now, is Buddy Murphy Charlie and Eddie's third brother or some shit? Because I do like his name.
Oh, Eddie
Charlie
Murphy.
And Eddie.
Oh, okay. No. But he comes out. He's the one that comes out with the.
He's the one that's
the shorts that look like they're torn off, right?
He's the one that was. I don't know if he's still dating her or
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, because they said they broke up, and then some people say they're married. I don't know, but he got up, and it's good for him. So he's always a winner.
Calm your ass down.
He's always a winner in my book, even if he loses. But he did win this match, and I think we both would have picked him over Apollo Crews because Kevin Hart's twin brother never wins matches on TV or on pay-per-view.
Edge came out after that and
with the shittiest spear of all time.
Elias. Now we went.
He does arm tackles. He doesn't even spear. He does a little arm tackle. He throws his body to the side with his arm tackling somebody. He sucks.
I know we're blowing through this, and it's because we've done it a few times. But do you want to talk a little bit about Elias? Because I feel like he deserves some credit. Because I like him. Mm-hmm. I think he's awesome, and he always gets a reaction whenever he's out there.
I hate my face right now. There's so much fucking hair.
He's doing weird things to his face.
I'm just scrubbing it off like I can rub the hair off. But anyway, Edge is like a fucking twig. The guy weighs 130 pounds, and he got Elias.
I liked Edge with Lita.
Yeah, me too, because they're fun
years and years ago.
But I never liked Edge. I liked that pairing, but I hated him. Mm-hmm. I've always hated him. But Elias is built like a fucking truck, man. He's this big muscle dude. And you got this little fucking stick figure trying to tackle him, and it's this big spear from Edge. I would have had it kind of like a little brother trying to tackle his big brother, and he should have been trying to do the spear, and Elias just stands there looking at him what are you doing, dude? You're trying to and Edge is going trying to take him down, and Elias fucking pounds him with a double axe handle, knocks him through the fucking floor, and walks off.
Well, the thing is you can't have.
But Edge is never going to wrestle again. Elias has years ahead of him. Why not have Edge go down to Elias, and Elias is okay, I took out Edge.
Yeah, that's true.
These guys are never wrestling again. The Rock, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, these guys come out there and beat the crap and humiliate the young talent. And it's okay, we can't beat these old folks. Let's just fight. It's just no, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make sense. Unless you're going to be a somewhat active wrestler like Brock Lesnar. He comes out and he beats people, and that's fine because he's an active wrestler. But Shawn Michaels comes out and super kicks somebody. It's dude, there's no payback. There's no payoff. Nothing.
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, Elias is always with someone now. He's not by himself. He started by himself
because he got over by himself. They don't like that.
Right. And he had the guitar thing, and he was roasting every city that he was in. fucking hilarious.
Yep.
He would get the booze when he needed to get the booze, and then people who wanted to be roasted would cheer.
He was naturally good.
He was so good.
I love him.
And I don't know if he wrote that shit himself.
He must have.
Or if someone else did it for him. But it worked.
He must have.
And it was so good. And then they threw him with other people, and it's just
Shane McMahon ruined him.
Why? Like, he doesn't need to be someone's backup.
Same thing with the Scottish psychopath, whatever the fuck, Drew McIntyre.
But yes, that's another one. But like Elias, when he was getting over, he was getting shit matches. He was fighting nobodies, right?
And
he
losing.
Losing.
Yeah.
He would get his ass handed to him by nobodies, like the bottom of the barrel people. Even though he was getting all these freaking cheers and shit.
It was absolutely terrible.
It sucks. It sucks because I don't know if I like him as a wrestler, but I like him with the guitar, and I like him roasting people.
I like him as a talent.
His personality is awesome.
Well, we're joking nuts about him, and I said this briefly, so I'm going to do it even more briefly here, is like, let's say Roman Reigns makes $1 million a year, and I know I'm just throwing out numbers now, I'm just lowballing him because he makes a lot more. Let's say his teachers average $1.5 million a year in revenue, right? You're paying him $1 million to make $500,000, but you're probably paying Elias $200,000 a year to make $400,000 in commission on his t-shirts, you know? There's a higher profit margin on Elias than there is on Roman Reigns, but they keep forcing Roman Reigns down their throat because they're paying him the most, even though Elias is bringing in more money because he's selling t-shirts. It's like, and like, these are just thrown out fucking numbers. These are not facts. But you're not paying Elias anywhere near as much as Roman Reigns, but yet he's selling a lot of t-shirts because those Walk with Elias shirts, he's very popular over with the fans. What you need to do is you need to push the guys that you're paying the least that get the most return. That's how business works. If I'm paying someone $100 million a year, but they're only bringing in, $120 million a year, that's a $20 profit margin. But if I'm paying someone, $500,000 a year, but they're bringing in $30 million, I'm going to go with that guy, not the guy I'm paying more. Why pay more for less when you can pay less for more? It just makes sense.
I agree with you, but to a point, because I feel like once they start pushing someone, then the fans downfall.
Well, the fans turn on because the fans are fickle and the wrestlers are fickle. The company's fickle.
Because they have had people that, like, I can't think of an because a couple drinks, sorry. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but I know that they have had
Roman Reigns.
Someone who gets cheered and then they push him.
You can't
use him. He only got cheered because he had leukemia.
No, I'm talking about before this. There was an incident where
when he was with the Shield,
and this is before the Shield broke up the first time. Years ago, he was in the Royal Rumble and he was like the big guy of the Shield, but he wasn't like the most powerful or over. It was just, Dean Ambrose was the leader, Seth Rollins was a nobody, and Roman Reigns was like the big guy that never said anything. They had a Royal Rumble match and it was him, like Kane and Triple H or some shit. And Roman Reigns was kicking some ass, and the crowd was behind him. They wanted him to win because he was like the no-name guy from the Shield who was just a muscle. They were going nuts for him. And then he got thrown out, and the crowd booed. I was like, wait, what? Who is this guy? He's pretty badass.
And then they push him, and like everything turns to shit. They wanted,
and the fans got sick of it.
And see, it's very hard because it's very hard. The wrestling fans are very tough because you want
wrestling fans
someone to get it. Oh my god! Like, I don't even know how they can win. I really don't. Like, you blame the storyline, but then the storyline goes. I don't know.
You have to trace it back because John Cena he had this gimmick called the Doctor of Thugonomics. He'd come out there and rap. And
like an idiot.
It was funny. He would go out there and
people thought it was funny.
He would fucking destroy people. And back when I was in like 2004, 2005, I guess, like that age group. And he first came out and doing a show on SmackDown. I was like, man, this guy's funny as shit. He was just destroying people on the mic. It was awesome. And then, like, the crowd was cheering him after a while. They booed the hell out of him. They started cheering him. Then he became, it's John Cena. And then now they're booing him again.
Maybe they need to push someone for a little bit and then let them go. Let them fall and then build them back up. Like Becky. She was like shoved down our throats for so long, but she was good. She was doing good. I know I can see your face.
Women are different.
Okay, well then, fucking Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
he worked and he built and built.
He built a lot of equity. He built a lot of equity with the fans.
To get there, the fans aren't going to be behind him forever.
No, of course not. They're probably starting to turn on him already.
Exactly. He's held this title for a while. Soon enough, they're gonna they're gonna get bored, and because I'm gonna get bored, and they're gonna go, attach themselves to someone else. I don't know. Like, you can't shove someone, and they're not really shoving. I can't think of who the hell they're shoving down our throat right now besides Roman Reigns. Who else is it?
Seth Rollins.
No one's gonna. Who the fuck's gonna turn on him?
Well, it's gonna happen. So apparently, last time it happened, they were cheering the hell out of Brock Lesnar. So.
Well, I wouldn't know because the fucking stream was shit.
Well, there you go. But women are definitely infinitely more different than men because more men watch wrestling than women. I would say it's probably 75% men, 25% women that watch wrestling.
Isn't that sad? Well, do something with it. See, because
they started to bring the women in with the whole women's revolution thing. And then they were like, and now it's gone. Once Ronda left, they're like, who gives a shit about women anymore?
And then once Ronda, and I told...
Yeah, I know you said it.
I liked Ronda in the very beginning, but then she started pissing me off, right? Her character started aggravating me. And towards the end, I was happy to see her go. I was glad.
Yeah.
Good riddance to you. See you the fuck later. But then it was like, as soon as she left, the Divas division fell to shit. Mm-hmm. And now I don't even watch. I no longer watch Raw and SmackDown. It's like a done deal. I don't watch it at all. Fast forward the whole damn thing. Kind of get the gist of everything because people are fighting the same damn people every fucking week.
Every single week.
So I watch the pay-per-views and now that's it. So you lost me who was casually watching, had no idea what was going on in the background. Mm-hmm. Now I'm done. So what the fuck are you going to do? Who are you going to have left? And I don't know anything about anything.
There's
and
some
I was
people are
watching.
just hardcore fans. They'll just watch because it's on. Like I used
and
to
that's
be
all
that
that's
way.
left.
I used to be that way, but
really?
I don't care.
Okay, so
I'm at the age where I just move away from things I don't like anymore. Go ahead.
Okay, so the women's tag team championship, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross beat the Iconics.
And the Iconics look fucking amazing.
They both, Alexa and the Iconics looked amazing.
Yeah.
And nothing against Nikki Cross. But,
she could look amazing, but they don't let her.
Well, I love her pants. I think it's... I don't know what it is about her. Is it the facial expressions?
The facial expressions,
makes?
they don't put makeup on her. She's the one that doesn't have makeup on. They dumb her down a lot. Because if you look at pictures of her with makeup on, she's stunning.
Oh yeah, it looks
absolutely
amazing.
Stunning, but they don't let her do that shit.
And I do like her outfit. I think it's just the way she comes out and what she does with her face. She contorts it, and I just don't like that. But
I think she's a breath of fresh air. How many women have to be made up beautifully, have their hair highlighted and extensions and shit? Let Nikki Cross be Nikki Cross.
No, I like her. I never said I didn't like her.
I just think it's great because she doesn't hide who she is. She's that's it. You don't have to make her up and do shit. She just comes out and that's who she is. Every other woman on the roster, they have to have the extensions, the highlights and shit. It's just like, come on, does every woman have to be a bimbo?
I'll tell you what. I'm happy that Alexa and Nikki won. Although I'll say this, and I don't know why this is happening. I don't like that this is a tag team championship.
Alexa is going to be a face soon.
But I don't like her with a tag team. I don't. She can hold her own by herself. She's good on the mic. It's headed that way.
Nikki's going to be heel, and Alexa's going to be face.
I don't like... I'm happy she's got a belt, but this bitch can do it by herself. She didn't need anybody. I don't know if it's because she was hurt so badly.
They're headed to something bigger. I really think this is the one time they actually have a storyline planned for Alexa or somebody in general.
Because she's one of my favorites. I have a sweater. I have freaking t-shirts. I have all sorts of shit.
I had stuff for her, but I had to give them away.
And now I have them.
Because I'm shrinking. But
anyway.
Anyway.
I love Alexa, and I like the Iconics too, but they're a tag team. Alexa, she deserves better than a tag team.
I know.
You fuckers. Okay, so we got Raw Women's Championship. Becky beat Natalya. Who didn't see that coming?
It's Natalya. I mean, even though they're in Canada, they threw her in there because she would get the big pop.
I'm sorry, but does anyone ever win in their hometown or their home state or their home whatever?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just pretty
rare.
bad.
It's very, very rare. So... I mean, I don't like Natalya. I think she needs to retire. Please go away. Please go away because you're boring as fuck. Becky, I think she deserved a better match. Well, no. I think she deserved a better match. I think Charlotte deserved a better match. But they can't fight each other anymore.
Yeah.
They've done that.
They've been there, done that. I don't even think they're really friends in real life anymore. You don't see anything unless they're really hiding their friendship. Because they used to post all the time that they don't even mention that shit on Twitter.
It's just
or
weird.
Instagram
They both
or
fought Both of them fought random ass people for no reason.
Charlotte
Like,
had a bigger
really?
match, so at least Trish was somebody at one point.
Okay, so Goldberg beat Dolph Ziggler.
Thank goodness. Someone who could throw a real spear won a match. Mm-hmm. Because Edge is a little bitch.
United States Championship, AJ Styles
That's right by, thank goodness.
beat Ricochet, which I guarantee this was a good match.
I'm sure.
I
The
wasn't
clips I
able to
saw were
see it. This was one of the times, unfortunately, where the stupid feud was down, and the two of them are both good wrestlers. I like, all the moves that they make, the flips and turns and all sorts of twists and all sorts of shit.
They do all the entertaining, high-flying, flippy shit.
Guarantee that was a good match to watch. So, I don't know. I wish I had seen it.
I'm happy with the outcome because I do like AJ Styles, but I really thought they were going to give it back to Ricochet because he's like the future of the flippy shit that they do now.
But he's so good. He's so good,
He is.
man.
He is. He's very good.
He comes in and does the backflip and all sorts of shit.
I enjoy watching him wrestle. He's very entertaining. I thought it was his time, but I guess not just yet.
No, because AJ just took it off of him.
Yeah.
Back the fuck up, bitch. AJ's got it now.
I guess so. Mr. Pantene Pro V.
Oh, his hair is so soft. It looks so soft and
How the fuck would you say
smooth.
stuff? You never touched it, or have you bitch?
Dude.
What do you do when I'm not at work?
You never know.
Oh my god, here you go.
So soft and smooth and he's
Am
got like the perfect hair.
Am I getting cucked by AJ Styles?
SmackDown
Big
Women's...
Ray has his phone number apparently.
Oh, well.
You bitch.
Whatever. SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley beats Ember Moon. God damn it.
No.
But you know what? This is the thing. Ember Moon is one of my favorites. So, even though I wanted her to win this match, I don't want her to be the champion. Because I feel like... This is my own opinion. I feel like once a female is a champion, they just kind of shit on them. They push on them. Like, it's weird. And Bayley's been good without Sasha. I really thought Sasha... Once you mentioned it in our last podcast, I really thought Sasha was going to come out from underneath the ring.
Everyone thought Sasha was going to come out.
Something was going to fucking happen, but she didn't make an appearance. So...
I love Bayley, and I didn't appreciate her for her wrestling for a long time. But she is the cleanest wrestler on the roster, probably. She doesn't make mistakes, really.
Because all she needs to do is bounce off her ass.
That big old plump rump.
She falls on the ground and bounces right back up.
Well, you know what? She does have a great ass, but let's just give her some respect here. She's not just that. She is a really good wrestler. And
Yeah,
she's very clean.
good.
She doesn't make mistakes, and she does what she does well. She never hurt anybody, as far as I know.
But you could tell that she studied and she trained.
Oh yeah,
and
everything she does looks
yeah.
good. And I'm one of those people because I did wrestle at one point, and I can see mistakes. I call them out all the time. And you're like, wait, there was a mistake. And I'll rewind it, look, there it was, and you'll see it. Like, oh shit, there was a mistake. You know. Mm-hmm. I know what I'm watching. I'm not just a nerd. I actually did do this at one point, not at a high level, but I did do it, so I can see it. So when I watch matches, I really don't see many Bayley mistakes, and if it is a mistake, it's not her fault. So
it's Sasha's.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
You can see where the miscommunication is and where it lies. You can see people calling spots. She's very good. She's very, very, very good. And I'm happy she's a champion because she does make the belt look good. She holds onto the belt and she's a good champion.
I want to say that I'm not a Bayley fan. I don't like her. I haven't liked her since the day she came up. Don't like her at all. Period. But she's a good champion. Mm-hmm. And I like her more now that she's not with Sasha than I ever did before. I hated her before, but now I can actually tolerate her. I don't mind her coming out. She's not in-your-face, kiddish type fluorescent. It's weird. She's slowly changing her character, but it's very slow and it's working. I'm starting to actually to like her.
Very subtle.
And I hated her. I fear now that Sasha is somewhere. I'm hoping that she signed a contract. She's just sitting there, and that contract is so she doesn't go anywhere else. That's what I'm hoping, because as Sasha comes out, Bayley's fucked. She's gonna be with Bayley, and it's gonna be freaking. And I'm gonna hate her all over again.
I hope they just fight.
Oh God, please! I really hope. This is what I said before the match happened. I said, "Wouldn't it be nice?
Would it be nice?"
Sasha came out and helped Ember Moon beat Bayley. Not because I was an Ember Moon fan, but just to like have the two, Bayley and Sasha, against each other.
Like, I can't remember one thing Ember Moon's done besides play Nintendo Switch and get smacked around by
because they don't fucking play her. See, now you're gonna get me pissed off. But they don't do nothing with her.
Like, what has she done to get a title shot? That's why the women need
no, she hasn't.
Show.
I'm not
women
saying
need their own show. They need to do it so they can build stuff up.
I'm not saying that she deserves a title shot. Like, I thought it was a very weird choice.
Yeah, they just do random matches. They just do random
all
matches.
All three together. Of them, Charlotte, Becky, and Bayley, all had weird matches that didn't match up. None of them did.
They just throw random matches together and shit against the wall to see what sticks.
Ember Moon didn't, because she was sitting in the back for week after week after week. She didn't deserve a title shot.
No, I agree.
But you also have all these people...
Who does?
Because they don't shoot. They show the same person every week. It's
your champion, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross, and whoever the freak of the week is. It's like watching.
I'm fucking sick of seeing the same people. You have all these people back there, and I'm glad Ember Moon finally got she was out there.
She got a title shot for nothing. I don't remember the last time she wrestled before this.
Exactly. I don't either. I don't either.
We're wasting too much time on it, to be honest.
Okay,
like, we've given more time to the women's division in like this little segment than they've done in like 3 months.
But it goes to the men too. It goes to the men too.
Oh, for sure.
It's the same fucking people.
Whatever happened to Baron Corbin? He was on every segment for like months.
Stop. Stop it right now.
Megan Harris, they're going to bring him back.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Skip.
All right. Kevin Owens defeats Shane McMahon. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, the biggest shocker of the night. That fat slob beat Shane McMahon.
Oh my god. I did not see that. I did
Mm-hmm.
not see that coming because Shane McMahon, that's 2 matches in a row that he's lost in pay-per-views.
It's insane.
So I'm a little shocked. Like,
I'm happy.
Oh, I'm happy too, but I am shocked as hell.
I just don't like the fact that Kevin Owens is using the fucking stunner.
Well,
as a finisher,
if
and
you don't
he's
like
trying
that,
to be like Stone Cold.
Then you shouldn't like a lot of people because you got Dolph Ziggler and the Usos with the super kick. You got also
the thing is, like, he's doing the stunner exactly like Stone Cold did. The boot first, then the stunner. Like, is he gonna start doing the middle finger next, or is he gonna start pouring beer on people? Is he gonna start taking you know what he needs to do is take a fucking batter of gravy and pour it down his throat instead of Stone Cold. He should do like the beer. He needs to pour gravy down his throat,
disgusting. Please,
all over his chest and
please
shit.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
I'm sorry, man. I just don't like Kevin Owens.
Do
I really
milk. Don't do gravy. Do something. Do something I can deal with.
Fucking how about like butter?
No,
something.
Please don't do that.
I just
I'll
don't
puke.
lard. I don't like Kevin Owens. I never will. I never have.
I know.
I just think he comes off to me as someone who thinks wrestling's real. And he believes in his character way too much. Like, well, I'm not getting pushed this way. Like, I can just hear him backstage, like, as one of those guys who fucking thinks like everything's real. You know, like I have to protect my spot, like those fucking wrestlers. The ones that I can't stand those kinds of guys. Even though my favorite wrestler of all time, male, is Shawn Michaels. Him. You know. I gotta bring it back around.
I know.
Who was one of the biggest offenders of this whole "I gotta protect my spot" thing, but he was good. He had the talent to back it up, and he had the look of a wrestler. Kevin Owens just looks like a guy who fucking mows his lawn with a fucking sweater on in summertime because he's afraid to show off his fat. Yeah, let's just move on, please, because I'm just gonna go off.
Okay.
More. I'm gonna go off more.
Charlotte Flair beats Trish Stratus, and if you didn't see that coming,
You're
the fuck with you, man.
I love
Seriously.
Charlotte. She's my current favorite on the roster. Her and
I
Becky.
hate Charlotte. I hate Trish. I didn't give 2 fucks about this match. Couldn't see it, but
let's move on. I'm good. I'm happy Charlotte won, and it was the right decision.
We did this so many times. You just want to go quick.
No, it was the right decision.
Well, all right. So we got WWE Championship Kofi versus Randy Orton, which ends in a fucking double countout. Really?
Yeah. Next.
Really? This is a SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Match,
it's a SummerSlam
dude.
match. They're building for something else, and I think the loser of the other title match is going to beat Kofi and bring it to Fox. But we'll get on that later.
Bray Wyatt defeats Finn Balor.
Since it was Finn Balor and not the Demon, I'm not surprised. We both called this, and it's basically Bray Wyatt's coming out party.
My only thing is, and I will, after this podcast is over, for the 3rd time, I'm going to look up the Bray Wyatt entrance because I'm dying to see it. I saw a lot of stuff online. Like I said, we had a hell of a time with the stream, and I was seeing, like, seriously, like, a minute here, a minute there, but like 10 minutes in between. Like, I literally, like, it was god awful, my stream. So I really didn't see much of anything. I didn't see. I think I tuned in after the match was freaking over. So I didn't get to see anything, but I will look that up because I do want to see it. Supposedly it was freaking cool as hell, but I don't know. Who knows?
Well, my question is like, when are they going to stop him again with his push?
Okay, so now that Finn Balor is off on a little break and the monster, or demon,
he'll come back as a demon.
Demon is gone. Bray Wyatt is now this
He's the
monster
Fiend
type thing.
Yeah, so he'll probably be next in line to fight Seth Rollins.
And then Royal Rumble, they'll both come out, you think?
I don't think Royal Rumble, but I'm thinking Seth Rollins. Well, actually, it's August now, so September,
yeah,
October.
We got until November, right? Or January? January.
Supposedly his break was supposed to be 2 months. We'll see.
Survivor Series?
Yeah, there you go, Survivor Series. So it'll be the Fiend versus the Demon on Survivor Series. There you go. Perfect, and you nailed it.
See?
But I think he's going to fight Seth Rollins and lose.
I know a little bit.
Bullshit pay-per-view is going to be.
I don't know everything, but I know a little bit.
Well, you know more than I do anymore. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I'm just doing this for a fucking topic tonight.
Okay, so the next one is the last match. Universal Championship. Seth Rollins defeats Brock fucking Lesnar.
Oh, Lesnar. There we go.
So, good fucking riddance. Good fucking riddance. I had picked Brock, you had picked Seth, you saw it coming. I did not, because Brock likes to have that belt and hold on to it. And on the table, my fucking phone is going off because of Twitter. Sorry about that.
You sure that's your phone?
No, it is, because it's on the damn table. But I don't know. I mean, I'm happy.
Brock Lesnar is going to beat Kofi and take the belt to Fox.
And that's what my butt was. I'm a little pissed off about that.
I'm just aggravated that you got this little shit of a male fighting and beating Brock the Beast Lesnar, who was built to this extreme level of, like, I can kill anybody. But yet Seth Rollins can just beat him, like, twice in a row now. It's just so dumb, and I don't count the...
I'm sorry, I only think there's a couple people that can beat Brock Lesnar. If you're looking at looks, if you're looking at side by side, right, it should be Braun, possibly Bobby Lashley, although they ruined him. They ruined him. He's a nobody, but he could beat him.
And Roman Reigns, obviously.
Roman Reigns. Kofi Kingston will get smashed, dude.
He's just a little tiny... he's ripped, but he's a little shit.
He's a little...
Maybe Big E would stand a chance, because he's big.
I don't even think he could stand a chance. He's big, but he's tiny.
He's too goofy. If he had a more serious character, yeah, but he's a big dude. I think he would do some work.
You have to compare these people side by side. And it's
what about that racist dude? The one who said all that shit about Seth McMahon, and he got hurt.
Who's that?
The fucking... whatever the fuck his name was. The one who was like, oh, Seth McMahon's how he used to jerk off to when I was a kid, and he became a wrestler. Remember the one I was like, I pointed him out, and he became a wrestler, and he came out with that... He came from NXT, Lars Sullivan or some shit. Him.
Oh, that weird looking dude.
Yeah, that one. He's a big dude.
Oh my god, he's weird looking.
Like, there's certain people you can see that look the part of wrestler that could actually maybe possibly do something in real life, but you're really asking me to suspend disbelief when you see
Brock
Seth Rollins.
Lesnar on, which, and I understand that's a big name. I understand why they're doing it. It's just like there's only certain people that can beat him.
Triple H maybe.
Oh god,
these guys are so little. Like little bodies going out there and beating these big fucks up.
But I see what you're saying, that he's going to go after Kofi, and I get that.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm going to move my phone. Sorry about that.
Twitter
is popping.
One of our Twitter fans asked some questions, and there we go.
Oh, that's fine. I moved it.
So
SummerSlam for the third time. There goes the frickin'... I threw it.
I'll never do this again with SummerSlam. This one. But yeah.
But what we should have realized that when we were watching it, we couldn't really watch it, and they kept freezing.
It's a big clusterfuck. Just like tonight's a big clusterfuck. Well, anyway, the reason why I wasn't watching SummerSlam is because I was doing a porn review, or a porn interview, and I just want to just give a little shout out to Blondie Fesser, who was an absolute sport, and she's from Argentina, but she was in Barcelona, Spain. She became an adult actress, and she has a very interesting story. Very, very cool. And when she first reached out, she hit us up on Skype, and I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck? And she was talking a lot, and I'm like, wait, there's no way in hell this person's real. And I was like, all right, let's do this interview, because you never know. And I gave my information, and she was like, all right, cool, we're going to do it on this day. I'm waiting. Nothing happens. I tried calling, tried messaging, no response. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Oh, well, you're going all in.
Looks like I got catfished, right? I'm like, man, I told everyone I was going to have a porn interview, and it's not going to happen. A couple days later, get a message again. She's like, hey, you ready now? I'm like, I'm at work. I'm like, well, I leave work in an hour and a half. I'll call you in 1 hour and a half. And I'm like kind of excited, but I'm like, wait, I think I'm getting catfished here, you know? And I'm sitting here, and I left work a little bit early because I'm like, there's a chance this could be real. And we're still, a beginner podcast, and we don't have guests that are like dying to get on, obviously, because we're like barely here. And I'm sitting there driving home, and I keep checking my phone, and I keep looking at Skype, and she's still online. So I get home after the 45-minute drive or whatever. I'm getting I run in the house, I say hi to the kids, I throw my clothes off, I'm putting my regular clothes on, like my around the house clothes. I get the studio set up, and I look, and there's no green light next to the Skype name, and I'm like, fuck, she's gone. And I tried calling, tried messaging, no answer. And then all of a sudden she goes, I call you. And I'm like, oh fuck, okay. And then bling 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 bling, it starts ringing. I hit the answer button, and it's her. And sure enough, the voice was hers, everything was hers. I'm like, all right, and we talked for a minute. Hit the record button, and I had the best interview ever. And it was amazing. I enjoyed every second of it. She was fun, interesting, great storyteller. I told her she should have her own podcast because she was that good. And it was awesome. So anyway, I implore you all to listen to this podcast because I got a lot of feedback for this one. And it was all positive. Everyone liked it that I've talked to. And there was a lot of Twitter conversation, a lot of Facebook conversation. And this just isn't me trying to blow smoke up my own ass because the conversations were there. It's not me trying to say, hey, we got a lot of listens today, and there's nothing there. This actually happened. So, yeah, a lot of feedback. Thank you, Blondie, for coming on. You followed us on Facebook. We followed back and all that bullshit. So, yeah. I just want to take a little moment just to say thank you because it was a very good podcast, and I enjoyed it. And there's more stuff to come down the pipeline. It's not just us saying it. It's going to happen. So, there we go.
You ready to take a break? Because I need to stand up and I need to pee.
And you need to have a cigarette.
Well, yeah. Okay, that too. Why do we have to say that?
I'm going to pee outside.
Oh my God, please. So I just want to say, we're recording now, right?
Yes, we are.
That when you're drinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you break that seal, it's over.
I hate that.
Right?
I hate that shit.
And because I'm sitting there thinking, you're drinking, you're having a good time.
Yep.
You have to pee, right? As soon as that's over, you have to pee like every 20 seconds after that. And it freaking ruins it. We've done this podcast several times, and now I'm like, I am ready. I'm ready to go. That's
why we need to start doing pot.
I don't want to do pot.
Well, I don't want to smoke this shit. I want to eat it. I want to eat it.
But that's the same thing.
I'm not talking about eating pot or eating you tonight.
Dude, seriously, I can't do with these fucking innuendos.
It's not an innuendo. I'm saying I want to eat your pussy tonight. That's what I'm saying.
All right. See, I'm gonna man, I'm not that drunk. I'm gonna.
All right. Well, I gotta keep bringing up these beers. I gotta hire a beer person to keep bringing them out here.
Oh God, help me, please.
Go ahead and talk about Sherry. No Twitter handle. Sherry.
Oh shit. See, I've had it.
A couple of beersies. So anyway, you've been running our Twitter account.
Okay, well,
and talking to our fans.
I've been looking over the Facebook, the Twitter, the Gmail. We have this one fan that she recently started
listening. Yes,
listening. Her name is Sherry Sims, and I think she's amazing.
She's awesome. She's very cool listener.
Fucking awesome.
Great new fan.
She reached out about a week ago, saying that she loved the podcast. She was so happy that she found a podcast that made her feel like she wasn't the only one in the world to feel a certain way, have certain views or whatever. And we thought that was amazing. So we, of course, wrote back. And we're like, oh, thank you, and, whatever. And then a few days goes by, and then she sends another message. And she's like, look, I recently caught up on a couple more episodes. You guys are hilarious. I'm not reading her thing. I'm just quoting, just going off what I remember.
You guys are hilarious.
She just, I I love listening to your podcast and all this stuff, and I'm like, well, that's great. I'm so glad that you're still listening.
Yep.
And that you like multiple podcasts that we've done. What's your favorite one? And she happened to say the hand sanitizer one.
When I lost my shit.
And she's like, that I thought that was hilarious, and she liked it a lot. And I just want her to know, and I told her, talking to her, that I really appreciate it. Like, we appreciate all feedback, and I had gotten back to her immediately. Like, as soon as she sent the message, I let her know immediately, what was going on or whatever. And it's just nice to have the feedback.
That's all we wanted was feedback. We appreciate you, Sherry.
And she would let us, she said she would keep in contact or whatever, let us know what she thought.
Yeah, please do.
And I think that's great. So I did want to give her a shout out.
I think it's phenomenal because, like, we get a lot of downloads, and we did post a picture on Twitter the other day. We had, like, over 4,000. Mm-hmm. And today we're over 2,500 or some shit like that. Whatever, like, we took a dip, whatever. But every day, I mean, like, things are just way up. And
okay, wait.
Bigger than we thought. Yeah, go ahead.
This is what she said, because I just pulled it up.
Yeah.
I love this shit, man. This makes me so happy.
Me too.
She said, listen to a few more episodes. So strange that I can relate to almost everything you say. I thought I was the only fucked up person in the world.
And we get a lot of comments like that too, like 5-star reviews.
Which makes me feel so
iTunes.
good. Because honestly, when we're living our life, we really do feel like we're the only ones that feel this way.
All the time.
And that we can only relate to each other. So I think doing this podcast is a good thing because other people like us are like, okay, so we're not the only one. Because we really did think that we were the only ones that don't want to talk to other people, that don't want to be touched, or that don't want, certain situations. Mm-hmm. But we get a lot of feedback like, well, no, you're not the only one. I feel the same way. Yep. And it makes us feel good. So
it feels great, So, I mean, like, I'm sure there's people out there with a notepad and a pen just writing things down that we're saying so they can say it themselves in their own voice. But it's just, like, really obnoxious. And it's also very therapeutic at the same time. So, like, some things will aggravate us and some things will make us happy. Like, people like Sherry that reach out and say, hey, I like what you're saying. This is, this is me.
And it doesn't make me feel so alone.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we're doing this thing. We don't do this just to hear ourselves talk. We have a good time talking to each other, obviously, and it's all genuine because the people that you hear are exactly what you would see if you met us in real life.
Right.
We don't make up shit. I mean, like, this is exactly what you see, or hear, rather, because we don't put ourselves on camera because we don't want to get caught out there because we talk a lot of shit. Well,
but it's nice knowing that someone has even
very
just
heartwarming.
Even just some of the views. You don't have to like everything that we say, but just
no one's
some
gonna
of
like
them.
everything you say in life. No.
I mean, it's just nice, and like she made sure to reach out to us and let us know that what, you make me feel better because I feel the same way. If
I can make one person chuckle on their way to work, I feel like I did a good job.
Right.
So, I did get a marriage proposal today.
Listen, bitch.
I was waiting for this one.
Where's my phone at?
Get her.
All right. Oh, God. We did get another 5-star review. Let me try to pull it up.
So, yeah, I mean, I can't help it. I just can't
you're just so amazing.
I can't help it. I mean, the thing is, like, I drink a lot of alcohol. On the days I don't have to go. I mean, like, this has been a weird week, though. So, I've been drinking. I have to work tomorrow, and I'm having a little booze tonight. It's right before vacation. I got vacation next week.
I know. It's going to be party week.
I've been boozing a little bit because, like, we've been doing a lot of shows and interviews are coming up, and it seems like we're doing more and more. We're not just recording when we feel like it. It's basically we've recorded because we have to. We got appointments to make and deadlines to hit and shit like that with people. So I've been drinking a little bit more, and my voice is a product of alcohol, bile, acid burning up my throat.
Do you know I'm still scrolling through all the 5-star reviews right now? That's how many we have.
We have a lot of comments. I know. But anyway, there was one in particular that came in today.
I got it.
There you go.
Okay, so
I don't remember what it said.
Oh, yes, you do.
No,
8 hours ago.
I know the gist of it. I just don't remember exactly the verbiage.
From 8 hours ago from Janet Toole. Marry me, nerd. I love your voice, baby.
All right, Janet.
So cute. That's so cute. Look at you blushing.
The dimples out. Behind this fur, you can barely tell.
Oh my god.
Her name is Janet Toole. And I'm gonna give my old lady the tool tonight. I don't know.
See,
I was trying to tie
can't.
it in. I was trying to tie it in to make Janet happy because she listens to the show and she likes a voice. She likes a voice, and I wanted to give her a little something, 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 something.
Well, listen, bitch. He's married, so there you go.
Technically not.
Oh, but we signed paperwork, so we are.
We signed paperwork. Listen, just because I was drunk and passed out and you took my hand with a pen in it.
Listen, any way I can get it. Any way I can get it.
Oh my god, man. This is fucking craziness. We're going off the rails. We have a show coming up in a couple of days.
This is what happens when we drink too much.
I don't think it's too much. We're going to see what really happens when we drink too much in a little bit. We put this mic down, motherfucker. Get ready for some shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, indeed. So yeah, I mean, so I'm going to skip this one. This is about a story of me going to work the other morning and a man with a dog in the front yard. So a little while ago,
I forgot about that.
I did tell a story a couple podcasts ago about this religious man who was walking with his arms outstretched. He had a pair of AirPods in, and he was listening to religious music. And he was like waving his arms back and forth, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he comes over to me and he goes, hey, brother, did anyone tell you that God loves you today? And I said, yeah, sure. Every morning, so I start my day, got in the car and drove off. The other day, he was walking by, but he had a dog this time.
Okay,
I thought it was a pit bull.
Can I intervene here?
Yeah, go ahead.
From my point of view?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you went to work. Well, you were going to work. And I went over to the kitchen sink for some reason. I don't know if I was about to wash dishes or what the hell I was doing, but I happened to be at the kitchen sink and look out the window. And there was this dog laying on our lawn. In the middle of our lawn. I'm assuming it was a beagle. And then this old guy just standing in the middle of our fucking lawn. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So then I look to the left a little bit. And I see you standing outside the car. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I open the door to be like, because I know how you are. You don't want to talk to anybody. So I'm opening the door like, dude, get the hell off our fucking lawn. Like, I'm ready to fucking say something out there. Like, what are you doing? Why are you on our property at this moment? So now you can, that's what I was seeing. So now you can continue on with your story.
So I'm leaving for work like I normally do. And I'm walking outside. And this guy was just walking kind of like at a fast pace because his dog was pulling him, and the dog saw me, a random human being, and dogs feel like they can just walk up to anybody and just, hey, what's up? I'm a dog. Hi, pet me, you know?
Is it really anybody or is it you? Because I feel like every animal goes...
It's me. Yeah, we've talked about this before, but the animals just are drawn to me for some reason.
God.
But anyway, the guy was harassing two ladies across the street, and then he's coming over to me because the dog's drawn to me for some odd reason. And anyway, I'm getting into my car, and he goes, hey, man, what's up? And he's talking, and I'm like, here we fucking go. The dogs come up to me, the guy pulls the dog back, thankfully, and he pulls the dog onto the lawn, and the dog lays down on the lawn. And he's like, hey, man, he's like, I'm some guy who rode bikes, and I was invited to some camp by these 9 bikers, and these 9 bikers beat the shit out of me, and because I didn't want to be a part of their group, and I'm a Christian man. Are you a Christian man? Can you say a prayer for me? My name is so-and-so, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I got one leg in the car.
Listen, there's some weird shit that goes on down in the South, man.
Like, I got my left leg in the car because when you're going into the driver's seat, you probably either lead with your left or your right leg naturally. So I was leading with my left because I take my book bag off and I throw it into the passenger seat, and as I'm throwing it, I make a spin move where I swivel my hips and I'm in the car. So that's just the way that I do it. Everyone probably does it differently. Sometimes I go with the right leg and throw it as I'm going in the car as like a lazy move. I was thrown off guard because some crazy man is talking to me. So I'm sitting there, and I've got like one leg in the car, my bag's thrown in there, I got my drink in my hand, I'm like, why is this guy talking to me? And he's telling me a story about how these like bikers, because he's a biker, he wears a biker vest and shit, I talked about this before. We're like trying to get him to go back to their camp, and he's like, I'm a man of the Lord, I don't go back to biker camps. And it's like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? He's telling me a story and how he's disabled because he got his ass beaten, can I pray for him? He asked me if I'm a Christian. Of course I said yes, because if I say no, he's going to try to convert me. And so I thought the quicker out would be to say yes, because we're on the same page. We're both Christians, right? And it turned into more shit because he was telling me a story, trying to get me to pray for him. And I'm like, I pray for everybody. I'll pray for you, brother. then finally I'm like, I just gotta go to fucking work, man. I'm done with this shit. And I get in my car and I close the door and I'm watching him. I'm like, this motherfucker better walk away, because if he's waiting the case to join or something, I'm gonna get out and fuck him up.
Because at that point I had the door open and I'm like, seriously,
yeah, you were standing there.
And
like,
I'm
why is she still
looking
standing
out
there?
the door like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Why? Number one, I don't know this man.
Yeah,
we've been in this neighborhood for 4.5 years.
I've only seen him once before, and that was the other story I told on the podcast.
Like, what are you doing? Why are you in the middle of my front lawn? Like, you're not on the edge near the road. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
He was just there.
And, like, you had to get to work. So, like, at this point, I'm getting pissed off. And I'm just like, dude, just keep walking. Like, why? I don't understand people that need...
anything.
To talk.
Conversation.
So, like, I just don't... We finally got rid of the one neighbor that we had, right?
2 neighbors.
Okay,
We got rid of 2 in one
the
shot.
one wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
But the one neighbor, like, the moment you stepped outside your front door...
Beeline to you. Like, there was
it was
no
like
eye contact
he was
needed.
hiding in the bushes because you wouldn't even make eye contact. He would just come over.
Beeline. Like, hey, I'm here. Like,
And it
dude,
was just obnoxious. But this dude, it was like, what are you doing, man?
this guy is better, because if you make eye contact by accident, then he'll say something to you. He just doesn't sneak up on you. The other guy didn't need anything.
So
he
you
would just
made
see
eye
it
contact with
immediately.
this dude?
It was by accident. I walked out and there he was. You know, I was getting to the car and there he was. But
Okay, so for now on, you're not leaving this house unless we look out the front window.
yeah, and that's what I did this the past couple of days. It's just strange though, because like I don't get the need for people to bother other people. I understand this is a neighborhood, but like if you don't know somebody, like maybe throw out some courtesy waves once in a while, and then maybe if it happens, it happens.
I feel like we need to live in a tent.
I think so.
Like we need to, like I don't even know, like some kind of fencing or something that what can you put out in your front yard, or like a big ass banner that says please, like
I can go one further.
I'm friendly. I am very friendly. I will wave to you.
I
will say
can
good
be
morning.
to a point. I don't want to talk to people, but
like,
I'll wave at you.
That doesn't mean just because I said good morning. That doesn't mean come over and like full blown conversation. I don't want it.
How about this? And everyone in the planet should agree with us, because we're going down this path as a society now. We played the video clip of the guy who's like, I have sensory overload. How about we have a universal color for people that are antisocial? We have to be sensitive. So how
That's
about
fine. Tell me what color it is, because I want to wear it.
How about a rainbow colored wizard hat that has a big point, like a party hat, like a birthday party hat?
You can't do rainbow.
Well, I'm just saying, like, just for sake of argument, how about like a golden party hat, a golden birthday hat with like the rubber band that goes underneath the chin, and you got like the pointed dunce cap on top of you, as long as it's gold with glitters
I
on
will
it.
wear a
with
dunce
glitter.
cap.
Exactly,
I will
with
wear
glitter.
a fucking
Don't
street
talk
cone.
to this person if he's wearing that cap, because he has sensory overload. Don't talk to him because he's sensitive to people talking to him. I would never take that. Dude, my chin would probably bleed from having that rubber band on me so long, because I would never take it off. So why don't we do something like that for people that don't want to be bothered? If my neighbor sees me come outside, he's like, hey, no, he's got that thing on. I'm going to leave him alone.
The thing is, I'm a very friendly person. Just I don't want to be bothered. If I go to get mail...
On our terms.
If I go to get the mail, I'm going to my mailbox. That doesn't mean, like, that's not an invitation.
House. Yeah, you left your house for a purpose, to get your mail. It wasn't to talk to people.
School starts on Monday. Now, my one friend, the only friend I had down here, moved to another neighborhood.
Keep going.
I am stuck going to... You have no idea. These listeners have no idea what I deal with. I'm going to go to this bus stop with a stupid fucking bitch that I cannot stand, who I had a serious, like, verbal confrontation last year. Was it last year, or was it the year before? I don't even freaking know.
The year before, I believe.
But I can't stand her. And now I'm going to be there by myself. So now I'm going to have to go down there. And I just don't even want to deal with it. Like, I just want like a bubble. Like, just that says leave me alone. Like, don't talk to my kids.
Yeah. Don't
tell me how I should have my child medicated.
Yeah.
Don't like, who the fuck are you? Like, I can't stand this person.
People feel they need to share.
And it's just like, I'm not...
People just feel they need to share their stories. Like, why do you have to tell me your story? I don't care. I don't need to share anything with you. Like, we don't need to transfer anything.
When we're
with
in
each
the
other.
car and we're driving through the neighborhood and people are outside,
I will gladly do it because that's
we
something
wave.
because that the car, and I feel this way about
We're
the
safe,
car. It's
right?
the car is my safe space.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm walking down the street and I'm walking past a group of like kids, well, I say kids, but like like a group of people.
Okay, people.
At 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm walking past them, I'm like, fuck, I'm fucked. I don't want to get jumped or something,
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm driving past them, and I stop at a red light, and they're walking past my car, I'm like, fuck, I'm in my fucking car. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I can get away if I want to. So if I'm driving past a pack of dogs, I'm okay, because they can't get me. But if I'm walking past a pack of dogs, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to get chased,
But
So,
the thing is, okay,
it's
so
very
here's
extreme, but
here's-
it means the same thing.
a perfect example, right? And I'm sure other parents out there can relate to what I'm saying. I walk these kids to the bus stop, and on your way, this neighborhood is very friendly. This very neighborhood, people are always out. Okay, so I can't necessarily say in the morning because we're out there extra early. But okay,
Yeah.
let's say I'm picking them up in the afternoon. We're walking back, right? There are people mowing their lawn. There are people out there, like, you can't hide from them. You have to get to the bus stop to get your kid because it's freaking forever away. Bring them home. And I don't mind waving to you at that point, but do not start a conversation unless I stop. If I'm walking with my child and like you wave and then I stop and I wave back, I'm like, oh hey, how are you? And like I'm opened up now. I have stopped and I'm like, oh hey, how are you? That opens a conversation.
Yep.
But if I'm still walking and I'm like, hey, how are you? Quick wave.
Yeah.
Good, how are you? Quick, good, and keep going. That's it. That's the end. Don't like come chase me down the street. It's very frustrating. It is very frustrating.
That's what that guy did. He would chase people down. Like, he would walk up on your property, up in your shit. And not like you as you in particular, just you as in like a generalization of people in the neighborhood. He just had no like boundaries. Like, there was no like
I am
nothing.
Very, very friendly. I am very friendly. I don't.
I'm not, but I can be.
Right, but I am. I say, hey, how are you? Like,
Yeah,
but like
I
if
hate
I'm
it.
still walking, that means I don't want to stop. Like if I stop, I'm like, that's the opening.
Like you're stopping my whole forward progress at that point. Like I'm going somewhere.
I'm trying
going
to get
somewhere.
home.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to talk to you. Like we're neighbors. Yeah, great.
If I'm out for a purpose. I'm out for a reason. I don't want to be stopped by you.
We do not know our neighbors' names.
I've said this before on podcasts.
Have you?
The only way they would know our name is if they got our mail by accident.
That's it.
That's it.
We've had
we have one
three
neighbor.
neighbors that have moved since we've been here.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these new people's
None.
names.
And I don't
no one.
want to.
And it's beautiful. I love it.
I just don't want to. Like, I don't want people knocking on my door asking me for sugar, for eggs, or bread, or to ask me if I can help them with something, because the second you open up that door,
It's over.
it's done. Oh, hey, neighbor, I just wanted to ask.
See,
I don't have charcoal. I don't have gas. Can I borrow your gas can for your grill? Neighbor,
I feel
I'm out of
like
batteries.
you say that and it's from where we come from. I don't feel like
no,
that.
I
We've
don't
never
think
had
so.
that down here. We've had people knock on our door because there have been snakes in the yard next door.
It's like, thanks for letting us know. Slam.
No, it wasn't like that.
Well, they were nice. They never
But
bothered us except for to warn us about
I
shit.
feel like when we lived up north, it was definite. It was a definite. If someone was knocking on your door, they would need it and wanted something. Boom. Down here, I don't feel like it's that. But everyone is so. It's weird. I feel like we moved to the wrong state because everyone is so overly friendly and overly like, let me help you. And it's just like, no.
When we were up north, whenever we'd have like a barbecue or something, that one lady would show up. If we had beer and barbecue,
Yep.
and up north, like when I used to walk to the corner store to buy like a 12-pack of beer, I'd walk by and hey, can I have one?
Yes.
Who the fuck are you? Why would I give you a beer?
I was asked for beer. I was asked for cigarettes because I would be smoking with a 12-pack of beer or whatever. And they'd be sitting on the front porch and be like, hey, can I get one of those?
It's like, why would I give you a fucking beer? Yeah.
I remember that.
It's like, why would I give you a fucking beer? I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I don't ever want anything to do with you. Why am my wasting my breath on you? Like that kind of thing, you know?
Down here it's just like up there is more like, what can you give me, or give me that.
Yeah, like what can I get from this person, because I want to use this person for what I can get.
Down here is more friendly. I think they go about it a friendlier way. Like
but
it's
still,
weird.
It's just annoying because these people will stab you in the back.
Yeah, because we don't want to talk to anybody. So like I don't know where we can move where nobody.
I don't think you can ever get away from it.
I think we need to live like out in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
In the country or up in the mountains or something.
Even if we moved 100 miles away, I guarantee you a fucking carriage with horses will break down. The horse will have heart attacks in front of our house, and that person will knock on our door and ask for shelter for the night or something stupid.
I mean, we have said several times that we don't do this with the kids. Like, the kids have sleepovers. The kids
and we force ourselves to deal with it. We've hosted birthday parties.
Dude, we've done birthday parties. I have text messages with the mothers. Like, we're out there. I know who these parents are.
Yeah. I will tell these people outright. I can fake it with the best of them.
If it comes to our children, we will fake it till we. I mean,
we had a
that's
great
the way
party.
we do.
We had a great birthday party at Rock and Jump for Samantha, and a lot of friends showed up. We had 10 friends show up.
I was out there jumping with one of the moms.
You were jumping one of the moms, and I was sitting there and I was cutting pizza and giving it to kids, and I was talking to parents, and at the end I was shaking hands, talking to people.
We will fake it.
I was giving
we can't
food out.
anymore.
The one mom was like, "What are you guys gonna do with these cookies?" I'm like, "Here, you want them?"
Yep.
She was like, "Yeah, I'll take a couple." I said, "Take them all.
Yep.
Take this, take that, take pizza, take this." And I was giving out parties. I was laughing and hugging kids and shit, and it was great. But I'll never do it again. But if I had to do it again, I would because
that's
of them.
That's the thing.
Because of them.
When it comes to the kids, we will go above and beyond to be different, to make sure that they are not sheltered.
I don't want them. I don't want them like
us.
this because
exactly.
it sucks. You need people in life. We just don't want them.
This is our only way to vent and let people know how we feel.
I love it. I fucking hate kids.
Because you can't do that in front of the kids. You can't.
No, we can never be.
You can't say how you are. Yeah. And when they're adults, maybe that's one thing. But right now, they're impressionable. They're young, and you have to put on a persona
I put out a podcast not long ago. It was a solo podcast where I was like, I wish I could be this kind of person, and I can't. I would love to be the kind of guy who, when they get out of work, they have a buddy hey man, I had a shitty day at work. You want to go out for a beer before I go home and see the wife? You know? Oh yeah, let's go meet at the bar and have a beer. And we go have a beer. We have a couple of beers. We play darts. We bullshit about our life. You know, we talk about each other's family because we know each other's family because we are family. But it's not like that. You know, King of Queens, how he would have Deacon and his cousin in real life, but on the show they were friends, and they would just hang out to the bar and they would go and split up and do their own thing. It would be nice, but I just don't want it. I can't allow myself to have it.
One family friend, and I want to use that loosely because of you.
Yeah.
I love her to death.
Yeah,
I love this woman
your friend.
to death.
I tolerate with them.
We worked together for a very long time, and she's one of my best friends. And they come down. We moved down here, and this is a tourist destination, so they come down here with their family. But you will put on the best facade.
I can fake it, man.
That whole week, and they are coming in a week. They're going to be down here again.
I have to put my game face on. Can I do it one more time? Can he do it? Can
you
do it?
Will do it with 100 pounds less, so it should be interesting.
See how sexy I am now, and my voice. Oh my god, my voice.
But
I know.
We have this one family that we actually talk to.
Yep.
He texts you once in a while. The husband.
Yep.
The wife texts me once in a while. And it's
once in a while, it's every day, multiple times a day, all
shut
day,
up.
all day, every day.
Listen,
let's just be real.
Whatever, but it's very hard for me to let people in. I let very few people in.
I don't want people in.
We moved down here. It took me 2 years to talk to the woman down the street. 2 years it took me to talk to her. I talked to her, and she moved, and it was just it took me so long to build up that type of.
So I don't feel fear because of separation anxiety. It's not that for me. It's just I just don't want people asking me for shit all the time. Because one thing that I've noticed,
you go. I don't go there.
One thing I've noticed is that people that want to be around me all the time, which is weird. And I'm not trying to say this to sound like an egotistical person, But people like to be around me, like animals are drawn to me. We've talked about this a million times.
Yes.
People
Yep.
want to be around me. Like when I'm at work, I'm in a manager office trying to do manager shit. Like 4 out of the 5 people, because you have to have one person out there, are always back there, like hanging around me, like flies to shit. And I'm like, I got stuff I got to do, you know. And I don't know if it's because like I'm a cool guy when I'm putting it on, but like people just want to be around me, and I don't necessarily care for that. And when I was younger, I would always be the person who was like the center of attention. Like they would always just want to fly. Like I was the nucleus of the group. They would always just kind of just poof, like fucking come around me and watch me do what I do and act accordingly. And I kind of felt like growing up, I was kind of like the star of my own movie, where I was like the Truman Show character, where everyone else had to kind of acquiesce to my wants and needs because I felt like I was always the one who was in control. And like, why do I have this much attention? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, like, why can't I be a background player or just like a B player? And I don't know if it's because I was so wrapped up in my own head, which is a possibility. But nowadays, I do notice it a lot where the older I get, like, I can go to a store and, like, someone will happen to, like, say, hey, how you doing, pal? Or try to become a friend of mine. And the other night, when I was at the bar, you remember that I was at the bar that night and, like, people were just flocking to me. And I'm like, why? And I wasn't doing anything particularly.
Couple drinks
all right,
in.
hold on a second. Particularly, fucking egg. I'm gonna get this right. God damn it.
See, and you made fun of me that night that I couldn't say participation.
Well, the reason why is because I was eating pork rinds the other night, the hot ones, and my throat
excuses.
is like my throat has like a big ass bump in there.
Say it again.
Particularly. Particularly. God damn it, how the fuck do you say the Siri? Wait, hold on a second. Hold on.
We are not to leave this
Siri,
episode.
how do you say particularly? Hold on, shut up! Hold on, like, let Siri help. Hold on. Siri, say particularly. Jewelry, she goes. Hold on, all right. Let me do this one more time. Siri, say particularly. Nailed it.
It's particularly.
Shut the fuck up! Particularly. Oh wait, the volume was.
Dude, I swear to God. It's...
Siri, say particularly.
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
And mine too, apparently. Let's move on here. Okay, so anyway, I'm at the bar. That was perfect, Siri. Thank you for being a nice sport in this whole thing.
Jesus Christ.
But I wasn't being interesting.
This is the best podcast ever.
I wasn't being interesting. But yeah, man, like, people were just flocking and, like, they just want to be around me and shit. Like, throwing beer and shit and shots and taking business cards. And it's like, all right. Like, why? You know? And I don't know. Like, you just don't ask for it. It just happens. But maybe we're just magnets. You know? Who knows? What do you think? Do you think we're particularly interesting? All right.
I think you're a magnet.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Because I've seen it happen. So, it's weird. But,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Very, like, people memorize and, like, remember us.
I don't like, this is the thing, I don't like mean people. Okay?
Me neither.
I don't like mean people. But I also don't like people that feel like they're, like, I don't like people that are extra nice and that are in the neighborhood and they feel like they have to be at your house.
Like, yeah, you don't
or like, you don't need to ring my doorbell. You don't need to knock on my door. Like, what on my property gives, what sign is making you think that you can just ring my doorbell and harass me all the time? Please don't.
I guarantee.
Because I don't, literally, we have lived next to this one person, right? This woman.
her and I.
4.5 years.
And her and I, for like 3.5 of those years, have left for work at the same time and arrived home at the exact same time. Like, I've been behind her, she's been behind me. We pull out at the same time. We get out of the car at the same time, grab bags, and we never waved at each other once.
Never waved.
And
never looked at each other.
I love her for that.
She's like the absolute perfect neighbor.
Perfect.
Right?
I love her to death, and I don't even know her name.
And then
which is perfect. Makes me love her more.
It's just like that's all we want. We just want to be left alone. She obviously is like us and wants to be left alone.
How many times have I
said?
And I'm
good like that.
How many times have I said, "Oh, I'm behind our neighbor again.
Yeah.
This is my commute partner." We're always, and we never say anything to each other. I love it.
And I know that it sounds like we're like these horrible people.
We're not.
I'm like,
no.
Listen, you say hi, I'm gonna say hi back. But
I might. But like,
I don't know.
If we really wanted to, we could be the toast of the fucking neighborhood. We can, because people just want to be around us all the time. It seems.
I don't like it.
If we wanted to, people would be knocking our door all the time. But it's just not something that we desire. So, I mean,
and the funny thing is, I mean, you want to take it into a funny area?
Good.
Because I'm being stupid.
I think this whole thing was funny.
I've had a couple drinks, and so I'm going to say it.
Oh, well, I hope you
want
to do
my
something
dad
else,
lives in the area, and he loves fucking neighbors.
People hate being around him.
But people hate being around. So, seriously.
I think people...
Really?
I think people want things that they can't have. And they can't have us, so they're more determined to get in.
You think that's what it is? Because my dad is out there like,
come on in,
have a beer,
and then
sit down, let's talk.
And for a couple nights, it's fun. But then they're like, wait a second, this guy does this all the time, and he's an annoying prick.
And then we're out here like, please just leave us alone. We don't want to talk to anybody. And knock, knock, knock.
Yeah.
Like, we just want to let you know that such and such is going on in the neighborhood.
Like the cool
we don't
kids?
care.
Are we like the cool kids where it's like, maybe this is part of a desire that people have when like you're in, put yourself back in the mindset of middle school, right? Now, let's say like
middle school was a nightmare.
I know, it was the worst. That's why I bring it up. So let's just say like the cheerleaders. There's like 13 cheerleaders, right? They're all popular. They all hang out together, and that's it. The nerds want to hang out with the cheerleaders because they're a small elite group, and they want to be in the elite group. Maybe we're the elite group of just our family, and that's it. We don't talk to anybody else. Sure, you got the group down the road that's big, and they're like, wait, we want to know what they're about. We want to get in there and know what they're doing.
I was just going to say, maybe it's a suspense because we don't talk to anybody and no one knows what we're about, and we have kids, and they're just like, well, what is going on in there? Because we do not. Our lawn is kept.
It's very kept.
We're power washed. Everything is clean.
Yeah.
But we stick to ourselves. We hang out in our backyard. We hang out in our house.
We cook out a lot. The food's always coming from our yard, the smell.
We do come and go as we please. We don't just stay in the house. We leave the house, but it's just like no one has a clue what the hell goes on. And I think maybe it's the suspense. Maybe like I don't know. It's weird
Because I do know for a fact that we've been talked about in this neighborhood as far as people saying like, wow, them down the road, like no one's ever talked to them.
Yeah, I know. Because you can tell.
Because that one lady knocked on the door that one night when there were like break-ins in the neighborhood.
But okay, can we talk about that for a second?
Please do, because I don't remember the story as much as you do.
Oh, I remember. A few months back, and I know we did a podcast about it. I know we did.
Asshole kids breaking into the neighborhood cars or something, or fucking with the cars. That's the one you want to listen to.
Candy was over the back windshield of the car.
Please listen to it. Asshole neighborhood kids or some shit, yeah.
And we posted... I took a picture. We posted the picture on there, and you had gone off. And I don't remember exactly what you said, but you went off. You were cussing. You were basically going off. And like, good for you, because I was pissed off too. That wasn't. I mean, yeah, it was a huge rant. So we're like, okay. Later that night, you come home from work. This is the same exact day because we posted that first thing in the morning because I was bringing the kids to the bus stop. When you're at work, there's no car in the driveway. The light might be on, but there's no car in the driveway, so no one usually bothers me. Well, they just so happened to see that you had pulled up. So there's now a car in the driveway. You come into the house, this freaking annoying bitch from like 2 or 3 doors down sees you pull in, comes and has to knock on the door. So she's knocking on the door. You open the door, and the look on her face, right? Because she knew immediately, and she wants to let you know that something's going on with the cars, and you said something like, I know, I'm the one that made the post, and like, boom, done. As soon as you said that, it finally like really clicked in her head, and like off she went. Oh, okay, just wanted to let you know.
See ya. I was like, yeah, put up cameras right now.
That was was I was sitting there like, who the hell is ringing our door
It was amazing.
at 8 o'clock at night?
Oh, it was amazing. It was glorious and fun at the same time. But yeah, like,
This
I think
subject went on a very long time.
Well, I really think that's what it was about, though. I think, like, people, and I guarantee you, if we became open and people were allowed to come over the house, I really think it would. I think it would die down.
But I don't want to.
I just don't want to open that door because eventually it'll turn into like, hey neighbor across the street, our car's in the shop. Can you give my wife a ride to work?
I can't. No.
Can you give my husband a ride to work? Can you do this? Can you do that?
Or we're arguing. Can we stay over at your house?
Yeah, hey, our kids need to be babysat. Can you watch this kid? I mean, no, I just don't.
We don't
want
even
that.
ask anyone to babysit our kids.
No,
we do nothing.
We will do what we need to do to make it work. We don't rely on other people, and I don't want people relying on us. And that's basically the gist of it all.
We want to do something. We want to do something. We do it during school hours. And that's just how we are. We don't have family. You have family up in Jersey. I have 95% of my family that I don't talk to. Part of it kind of untrustworthy, and the other one is up in New York. Yeah. I really don't have. Neither one of us have family that we can trust. So therefore, we have no babysitter. I don't trust
my
anybody.
Family. It's just like it's just a whole other story. They're in Jersey and they don't know these kids because like we.
That's another thing.
We got them together, and like
together.
No, I was just saying like, well, we got together and our kids were just raised and we never got everything together. Like your family was never really together with the kids. It was like a part of your family, none of my family because like they're in a different state at the time. And we'll tell this whole story in another podcast. There's too much to talk about right now. We've already gone about an hour and 50 minutes. So I don't want to go into the whole story. We will do that on another show. But, like, I mean, if I was to drop these kids off with my mom right now, she'd be fine with that.
I would be terrified.
You'd be terrified, but I know they'd be okay. But I'd be like, oh,
no,
they don't know her.
I know they would be okay, but I'd be worried about Jenna.
Yeah, like, she'd be like, who the hell are you? And Samantha would probably be cool with it.
Yeah.
But she'd be like, all right, well, I just want to know more about you, and that kind of thing. But other than that, you know, I wouldn't worry about their health or well-being.
Oh, no. Nothing like that.
Or being exploited, you know, like some of your family would be putting pictures on the internet.
Fucking pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Because they love pictures of FaceTime and shit.
Hold on. You said exploited, so we had to... Nothing stupid. It's just like, it's just taking a regular picture...
Well...
and putting it on there without my permission, and I don't like that.
Well, the thing is, like, you have family that you don't want to see the kids because, like, your family did you wrong, and that's something maybe for another day. I don't know if we'll ever talk about that.
Maybe
because
we should, because I think these people would be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, then write that down and we'll table it for another show because, like, we've gone long on this one. I don't want to go into everything on one episode, but. Like, you have family that you don't want to ever see any updates on the kids, and you have family that you trust that still talks to them.
Right.
And it's like, all right, if I give you a picture of the kids, I don't want you sharing it with them.
Right.
So if you let this part of the family watch the kids, we can't trust them because they will get drunk and
They're
share
Facebook
videos
whores.
And Facebook hey, let's FaceTime. And you could talk to this person, but shh, don't tell them you're talking to them.
Right.
And we can't trust that. So we don't let anybody watch our kids because you can't trust your side of the family. And my family just doesn't know them. So it's like we're in a weird situation.
It's so fucked up.
It sucks. It's a weird, fucking horrible situation.
It has no part in what the fuck we ever did, which is so fucked up. I don't even know how to explain it because it's literally has nothing to do with us. Oh my god, I don't know how to explain it.
I can explain it in a couple of ways.
Up.
Your family, like half your family sucks. The other, actually, I would say about 66% of your family sucks. 34% is okay, but we can't trust the 34 to not share our story. To
I can trust one person out of my whole family.
Yeah, that's it.
Because that one person also doesn't talk to my whole family.
Yeah, it's like you and her are the same. But that's
exactly.
My family, I can drop pretty much my kids off with everyone except for my one sister who used to be a party animal, but I haven't talked to anybody in years. And the kids would be fine. I can trust anyone in my family 100% with my kids. I can drop them off and be fine. The only concern I would have is that my kids don't know them because we've lived so far away. If they visited once in a while when the kids were growing up, I would have zero concern.
Right.
It's just been so long. I mean, like, I don't have to worry about any kind of exploitation with the kids or problems or drama because my family has no drama.
Stop using exploitation because that makes me feel like it's like sex trafficking and weird shit.
No, I don't like that word. Exploitation doesn't mean that. It can be very small or very large. It can be a very big thing or a very bad thing.
You mean it like them taking a picture and putting it on Facebook without my permission.
That's exactly what it means.
That's what they do that.
Or, like, exploitation means, like, hey, look, this is my granddaughter, and you're bouncing on your knee, and,
And
you're
then
doing,
you're-
like, a FaceTime with someone that you don't want to see that.
And then the thing is, it's like, oh, this is another thing, and this crawls under my skin. And I don't know if there's other people out there like that. I do have this one person in my family, and I love her to death.
Oh, there you go.
Love her to death.
There you go.
But she will post a picture of my youngest daughter, and she will put it on there.
That's
and
exploitation.
she will say, "Oh, well, this is my granddaughter, Jenna. She's
She has
autistic."
autism, yeah.
And, you know, but and she'll put this whole thing, but mommy and daddy, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why the hell?
You see, that's why I use that word, because that's exploitation.
Why the hell do you have to,
yeah.
say that? Like, just
Exactly.
post a picture of her smiling. Why do you have to say, let everyone know, well, she's autistic?
This is what I love about this
what the
podcast,
I
is that
hate
we're
that
bringing
shit.
it back around
you're
to that
pissing-
James
it's
Jordan.
pissing me
Hi, this
off.
is Sacramento, James Jordan. He, him.
I'm getting heated.
He, him.
This is
I had
why
sensory overload.
This is why we don't say our names. This is because, listen, and I've said that shit pisses me off, but it doesn't seem to fucking
Yeah.
matter. And it's just like, and then what I think, like, well, these kids don't have families, so like, it's deal with this or I don't even know. I don't even know what to
It
do.
begs to ask the question: are we protecting them or hurting them? Because like we're
but
protecting
why do you have
them.
to say that? Why do you have to say that?
Well, think of it this way. I mean, because
I'm not embarrassed. It's just
There's
like, but
always
you
a
don't have to say that
conversation.
in every fucking post.
yeah, well, there's a conversation that needs to be had here. So, are we protecting them by keeping them from people that will use, their experiences and their pictures to promote themselves? Or are we hurting them by saying, we're keeping them from parts of their family because their family is a bunch of idiots?
It's just like, and it's not. I'm trying to explain it to where I don't know.
It makes
it's
sense.
It's not an
it
embarrassing
does make
thing.
sense. It's not embarrassing. It's just like some things are
Because
hurtful and harmful
it's
in
just-
other ways.
It's done multiple times. It's not just once or twice. It's done multiple times. It's like, why every single post you have to say that? Like,
Yeah,
why?
it's just annoying.
Everyone knows. Like, why
Everyone
do
knows,
you have
and
to
it
draw
hurts
attention
us,
to it?
and it does hurt us because, like, I don't want to be constantly
And
reminding
then
her.
when she gets older, she's
Yeah.
gonna be older.
Yeah.
This shit's gonna be on the internet. Like, why
I'm
do you have to
autistic. I know I'm
fucking-
autistic. Do you have to keep telling everybody I'm autistic? Like, I'm trying to hide that, or I'm trying to do this and do that, be better, or
And that's
whatever.
like that's like a close family member, and I just want to punch her in the face. Like, just
Well,
fucking shut up.
We don't tell Jenna that she's autistic. We treat her like a normal kid, like she might get a little bit more attention, hugs and kisses and things like that. We talk to her a little bit
Right.
differently. But
Because
we
she
don't,
needs to.
but we don't tell her she's different.
Right. We don't want her to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tough subject. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
let's just move on from this whole thing. Like, that's why we
We've
don't.
been drinking. See, this is what happens when we drink.
In my opinion, this is good. This is good conversation. I think people can relate to it.
Oh God.
So, I don't know. Like that's.
we
this is why
went down
we
a
don't-
dark rabbit hole, man. This is a dark one.
That's just why we don't do too much with the family. So there you go. Almost killed this bottle of rum, man. I love it.
Not too much. You got like 3 drinks left. What's going on next? Are we
Depends how
doing
heavy
weird
handed I
news stories,
get.
or did you have another topic? Did we have another topic that we did not cover?
I'm sure. I mean, like, I don't want to get back into drivers or the blind bag lottery box thing because,
Okay.
like we've done that before. I don't want to go back into that. How about this one here? So, Florida man takes a golf
we're moving.
cart
Okay.
on a wild ride through, guess where? Just guess, one place in the world.
Wait, Florida man takes a golf cart through
On a
what?
wild ride through what store?
Walmart.
Of course! Police said the suspect wanted to speak to a manager. Authorities say a 56-year-old Florida man took his golf cart on a wild ride through a Walmart store, terrorizing shoppers and ignoring deputies' orders to stop before crashing into a cash register. Hillsborough County Sheriff's investigators said they were summoned to the store near Tampa on Thursday, where they found Michael Dale Hudson, great name, blocking the liquor store entrance with his golf cart. The Tampa Bay Times reports he was demanding to speak to a manager. As deputies spoke to Hudson, they say he suddenly drove toward the store's main entrance. Customers jumped out of the way as he barreled through the door. He raced towards the checkout area, hitting several customers. He was jailed on multiple charges, including aggravated battery. A lawyer wasn't listed in jail records.
How do you hit people?
On the golf cart, going very slow.
You can get No, they're not all slow.
Some are like, what, 30, 40 miles an hour? I mean, you can move.
You're walking, you can get in the door. But once you're in the door in a golf cart, where can you go that is wide enough for that golf cart? Because I'm looking in my head.
I can visualize.
Yeah,
the middle aisles, but you can't.
The main aisle.
Yeah, you can't turn to your, like, you can probably go by customer service, but you can't go where, like, the Hallmark cars, the Halloween outfits, and all that shit is. You can't go down those aisles.
So why would you do that? What was he in there for? Did it say?
He was in there to speak to a manager, apparently. And I'm sure he found a couple of managers and police officers and security guards. It's just
now down here. We don't have a golf cart, so I don't know what the law is or what you're supposed to do. But I do know that whenever we go to Walmart, there are golf carts that are out near the bike rack. They're not in parking spots. They're they're up near the store. How they lock them up or whatever, so no one steals them, I don't know.
I think like a pole or some shit, like in the front.
Do they?
The front frame, I think.
It's weird, but because I always see them out there, but like to just drive one in there. Oh God!
And it crashed by the liquor aisle, so he probably wanted to drink, obviously, because that's what Florida men do.
Oh my God!
So here's another one. Colorado bear smashes through wall like Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, I saw that one.
Oh, all right, then I'm gonna skip this one.
No, keep going because I didn't read the article.
A bear entered a Colorado home Friday night looking for deviled eggs, but its exit was straight out of a Kool-Aid commercial.
Now, first of all, stop.
How they know it's looking for deviled? It's a fucking bear.
I was just gonna say.
He's looking for food in general.
What the fuck? Do they know what the hell he's looking at?
Now, the thing about bears, and here's just a little fun fact about bears that some people may not know, is that a bear can smell food from about 300 yards away.
Yeah.
So if a bear smells you and they want you, they will have you because they can move stealth and they're very fast, like 40 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. But you'll never sneak up on a bear. Never in a million years, because they know you're coming, and they are supposed to be more afraid of human beings. Anyway, it wasn't looking for deviled eggs. This one wanted to kill somebody. Anyway, Estes Park homeowner John Slawinski said the bear entered his house through an open door after smelling some goodies in the garbage. What happened was he had put some trash in the house so it wouldn't attract the bears, and I should have closed the door. Instead of closing the door, Slawinski went upstairs for a few minutes, giving the hungry bear a chance to get inside and get some deviled eggs that were in a trash can. However, things got tricky when an animal accidentally closed the door and the trash can became stuck inside the home. The bear did manage to get out by taking a lesson from one popular advertising icon. He broke through the wall.
Oh my God.
And that was it. So basically what happened was, alright, so now it makes a little bit more sense. The bear didn't break into the house. The bear went through the trash, which is what most bears do in those areas. If you live in a mountainous area and bears are there, what they do is they go through your garbage at night because they're afraid of humans. They know when and where to go because they're smart. They can smell humans. They can differentiate the smell between humans and trash.
Didn't you just say unless I drink too much, didn't you just say the garbage was in the house? They kept it in the house to get rid of the bears?
He forgot to close the door. So the bear knocked the trash can into the house and went inside and locked himself in. So that's what happened. So now I'm not as aggravated with the story. The bear
it's that dude's fault.
Yeah, it's definitely his fault. This one, these are viral videos. I'm not going to read it. Okay, here we go. This takes taking the explosive shit to the next level, okay?
Oh, God, man.
Okay, so Florida toilet explodes after lightning strikes a septic tank.
Okay, I heard this one too. Keep going, because this is disgusting.
A Florida woman says lightning destroyed her septic tank and caused a toilet in her house to explode. Mary Lou Ward tells television station Wink News that the sole toilet in her Port Charlotte home was shattered into hundreds of pieces on Sunday. Ward says the explosion was the loudest sound she's ever heard and that she also smelled smoke. She says a plumber told her lightning hit the methane gas that was built up in the pipes from feces, meaning shit. Ward says she'll have to get the toilet and septic system repaired, but she's thankful no one was injured. So basically what happened was a septic tank got hit by a lightning bolt and shit blew up all over the place.
What happened was they were sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
They were sleeping when this happened, so no one was on the toilet. But a thunderstorm came in, and they had a bunch of crap or something in their septic tank, and it hit that. So it left a huge explosion.
It's disgusting.
Thank God that we have a sewer system. Now, there's a catch-22 there. Because when we have a sewer system, when we first moved down here,
Got it.
I was closing the toilet lids because I am terrified of what the hell could come out of that small little hole in the toilet bowl. You hear, like, all sorts of weird shit coming out from the toilet bowl, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm always so afraid sitting down there and, like, a freaking water snake coming out and biting my ass. Some freaking baby alligator. Like, anything, you know? You never know.
I think my balls are going to get bit.
Oh my God.
Do you want some breaking wrestling news?
Okay.
Sasha Banks came out on Raw and beat up Becky Lynch and has blue hair now.
Okay, so why did you ruin Raw?
You said okay.
Okay, breaking, but not something that happened on Raw. So now you just ruined Raw for me.
Well, do you want me to go back and edit this out so you forgot? Should I use the Men in Black?
Can you edit my brain? Because I'll never... Whatever. So now you gotta fuck... God damn it. Well, what's the next one? What's the next pay-per-view?
I don't know. There's something else, and then there's Royal Rumble or some shit like that. I don't know. The Rumble is January. Survivor Series, maybe?
No, Survivor Series is November. What the fuck is in September?
Hey, who knows? They all suck.
Oh, god damn it. Why is she back? Why is she back?
I think she's coming back.
That ruined my night. Sasha fucking Banks.
We knew she's coming back.
I know. But couldn't she just sit back there and just earn a paycheck?
Probably not. And they gotta make money somehow, and she has to get up her contract. You can't just...
Can they at least pay her to help her forehead? To do something?
Yeah, she's not that bad.
Oh, God.
You got any stories or anything you want to share?
Oh, I don't think that I do, but I will look real quick. I didn't expect to be called on.
Well, you better be ready this Thursday because you will be called on a lot.
I know. I don't like being called on.
So when we did that podcast...
Oh, wait.
Wait a second.
I have one. And I did think this was really, really cool. Okay. It's not really a big news story, but it's big for me.
Share it.
Lego celebrates Friends' 25th anniversary with Essential Perk set. And it's awesome.
Wait, Lego's made a Friends set?
Yes. And it's so damn cool.
Well, let me ask you this before you go any further.
What?
Are there like 10 different Matt Perry ones? Like fat, drunk, sober...
Don't be stupid.
Skinny again? Matt Perry,
no.
bald?
Shut up.
Hair?
No, it has all of them plus Gunther and its Essential Perk, the coffee house set.
I don't know who Gunther was.
Gunther was the...
I never watched Friends.
Oh, God. Well, it's amazing. And I think that's so cool. It's even got a little guitar for Phoebe's little... little singing thing that she did. Oh my God, that would be so cool to have. Ross, Rachel, Chandler, Monica, Joey, Phoebe, and Gunther. I would love to have that.
Well, then why don't you get it?
Well, if I had the money, I would. Baby. Oh, here's one.
Ooh, I got a good topic for you.
Okay. So, a spider catches and eats a bat in the web outside Texas home. And this spider is fucking massive. Yeah. There's a video, and it's fucking huge. So, this tells me that we will never live in Texas. We will never live in Texas. We will never live in Florida. I'm not living with these big, nasty things. Oh, God. She said she was on her way back home from work. The bat was trapped in the spider web. Oh! And a black and yellow guarded spider came out and ate it.
Oh, fucking A.
Dude, there's a video, and I can't. The video is horrific. It's just, I've never seen a fucking spider that big. You know, what's the name of that one spider that's, like, in Australia that's, like, massive?
Spider...
it's like a
wolf spider or some shit?
Is it a wolf spider?
Yeah, something like that.
Where do these spiders come from?
I think they're just mutations of, like, things that they fucking kill.
Like, why are they so huge? Like, this spider is massive. It's not the wolf spider. It's not the one from Australia. This one is, like, big and brown and yellow and black. Oh. And it ate a bat. It got a bat. A bat is big.
I don't know. Fuck.
Yuck. I don't like spiders at all.
Did we talk about deep fake shit?
Deep what?
Deep fakes, they're called.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so probably not.
Hold on a second. I'm going to pull up a video for you to watch real quick. Okay. You're going to know this actor, and I want you to watch this video because I think this is dangerous for society, okay? And
oh, God. Why is it always political crap?
No, it's not political at all. Okay, so I'm going to turn this to you.
Okay. Oh, okay, I know what you're doing. Turn this down a little bit.
Okay, go on.
Alright, I see what you're doing. Where it was photoshopped.
Fucking A. What the fuck, man? Why can't this shit grow?
Oh, no, but turn it off. I know what you're talking about.
So basically what they do, and this was an actor named Nick Swanson or some shit, right? So what they did was they took the opening of that and they did the Mike Tyson one for Family Matters, and his face was in everybody's
and it
character.
Was freaking hilarious.
It was hilarious, but it looked real. What happens if this technology gets in the wrong hands and like they can take your face and put you on the person who killed Nicole Brown Simpson in 1994 or whatever it was when O.J. Simpson killed his wife, allegedly? Or if like a store gets robbed down the street and they're like, wait, I did this and I know the technology, so I'm going to put someone else's face on here. Exactly. Well, someone else is going to get it, bigger fish and all, But anyway, let's say like someone gets that technology in their hands and they can take your face and put it anywhere they want, Are surveillance videos going to be a thing of the past because of deep faking, or is there going to be some kind of anti-deep faking technology that wipes that out and puts the real technology in?
There has to be. You know how they do fingerprints where you scan your fingerprint and like 20 little blocks pop up, lines and blocks, there's got to be that type of thing, like facial recognition. There's got to be a way. There has to be a technological.
Technological.
Thank you.
I got that one. It's just like I really ate some weird shit the other night, and my fucking throat's all fucked up. I can't talk.
Okay, you can't blame that.
No, it's there.
There's got to. I mean, yeah. If it's photoshopped or something, there's got to be a way to be able to tell. There has to be. You can't.
Right now, it's really crude. So if you watch it, you can tell it's not real. But in a couple of years, this is going to be something serious because it looks really good.
Then they need to start right. They got to be. If people are doing this now,
get ahead of the curve.
They have to be coming up with a program or something to be able to. You're telling me that the FBI and CIA and all these places can't come up with technology to figure that out to. They gotta know, man. Because, I mean, how many people have been photoshopped, for God's sakes?
Now, let me ask you this. How many words do you think we've said since we started podcasting?
What? Since we started podcasting?
How many words do you think
today?
we've said? Yeah.
Or, like, from the beginning?
From the beginning. Like millions of words, you think?
Well, I guess.
Listen to this. Now, this is just another one I'm going to play for you because this is the exact different. It's not
Why do you
like
always bring videos? No one can see them but me.
No, this is a little bit different. This is going to be a video, but it's going to be like words. It's going to be like an audio video, if you will.
Of a million words?
No, not of a million words. It's like someone who said a lot of shit that had their words spliced together. And it just shows how easy it can be to fake because we already had the video version of the Full House, Family Matters. This is how easy it is to fuck with words.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
This podcast has fans.
Dude.
Like whenever they do these Garth Brooks things,
you're not paying us, motherfucker.
God,
so wait, this is Joe Rogan.
Haunted. He doesn't know what to do. He's so trapped.
And someone taking
House fans. Yeah. They just
words that Joe Rogan did and splicing it together to make him say what he wanted him to say.
Okay, so where do you get to the part?
It bums me.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit because they get to a thing where he plays the video.
What he means. It's just like unfathomable.
This is like a whole interview, man.
No, it's like 4 minutes, but I'm fast forwarding to it. Hold on.
President Biden. I apologize.
The current vice president is much more talented. He actually looked.
This was just my test of like 8 hours, maybe 6 hours.
But you could have multiple.
So that guy did one. Hold on, I'm trying to find a Joe Rogan one. It's on here.
Finally did after 6 minutes, and she said they couldn't.
It's fucking dangerous. The path they're going down. Oh, stop being a bitch.
Wolves look like they look like shit. Really? Yeah, they were shitty
cover up
wolves.
for the.
Damn it! All right.
What's going on?
They look amazing. Now it looks like a real fucking wolf. What is it?
A real fucking wolf.
God damn it! All right, fine. I wasn't
Well,
prepared
I don't
for that.
want the
Okay.
listeners just sitting here just like, what is happening? Because I don't know either.
Well, we can always edit this too. God damn it. We were going to edit fucking 3 hours out of one
That's-
episode.
That is very, very true.
All right, here we go.
This is it?
All right, this is it.
Okay. We are ready. It is
It's
saying
coming.
stuff.
It's coming. He's talking about a chimp hockey
Lots,
team here.
lots of words.
Friends, I've got something new to tell all of you. I've decided to sponsor a hockey team made up entirely of chimps. I'm tired of people telling me that chimps are not capable of kicking human ass in sports.
I don't know why
Chimps are
you're
just
looking at me.
superior
What's happening?
athletes.
What's wrong?
And these chimps have been working out hard. They're throwing kettlebells, battle ropes, everything. I've got them on a strict diet of bone broth and elk meat. These chimps will rip your balls off. God damn, it's impressive. All I got to say is, see you on the ice, folks.
What's wrong with that?
Just listen.
What's wrong?
It's not him saying it.
Being a robot has its benefits. I can pronounce tongue twisters now. Check this out. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. Also, since my brain is connected to the internet, I've become a medical expert. Did you know that bacillar membrane and otolaryngology are not autocorrelations?
Listen to this one. This is a good one.
Hey, Joe Rogan, it's me, Joe Rogan. Please come save me, man. These artificial intelligence guys have trapped me in a machine. I've never told this story before, but on Thanksgiving weekend, I was doing a set at the Comedy Store, and some idiot ran up on stage. He comes up to me during the middle of my set and tells me that we are in a simulation. The guy was drunk out of his mind. He was so drunk that he couldn't stand up straight. So we all laughed at him and let security escort him out. But now that we have deep fakes and fake voices, I'm starting to believe that we're not far off from simulations after all.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Well, the thing that I'm trying to get to is this. If you can do that in such an infancy stage where people are like, wait, was that really Joe Rogan?
That was Joe Rogan. That was his voice.
It was his voice, but a bunch of different words spliced together to make them say what they wanted him to say.
See, that's very hard for listeners to understand because to me it sounded like him saying it.
That's why I played it first, because Joe Rogan never said any of that shit. But they were words that he said that they spliced together to make a sentence and multiple sentences to make a paragraph to make a full conversation with Joe Rogan talking to people. So just imagine if this technology gets past the whole where it does sound computeristic, where it goes, "Hi, I am Joe Rogan, and I'm doing," you know what I mean? Like it sounded like that. Imagine when that sound is cleaned up, and it sounds better on better technology, better computers, and people can just take words and make them do whatever they want. How dangerous is that going to be? Like you can have conversations, people saying confessions to things they never committed. Like, okay, did you kill this person? And all of a sudden it's my voice saying, "Yeah, I killed this person."
Why are you saying this stuff?
Because we're headed down that path.
No, we're not.
Yes,
they
we
have
are.
to have no, man.
Yes, we are.
They have to have some type of technology because seriously, if I get framed for some goddamn
you just fell for the Joe Rogan thing that wasn't real.
Weird fucking thing. Like I'm gonna be fucking pissed off
Of
if
course
I'm not the one that said it or did
behind a
it.
jail cell.
Huh?
But Joe Rogan, like you fell for that Joe Rogan thing, and this is the
because
beginning.
that was his voice.
Yeah, but this is the beginning of it. He never said that. This is the beginning of it. Just imagine.
How do you know that he didn't say that?
Because,
who said that?
Because they played this on a Joe Rogan show, and and they call it a deep fake, and it's also like the.
I don't like that. They need to stop that.
But what about the Keanu Reeves and Forrest Gump video I showed you the other night, where it was like you couldn't tell, but then when you stared at it, you're like, wait, that is Keanu Reeves. Did they put his face in Forrest Gump?
They're doing that a lot lately. They did that with something else. It wasn't just him.
I'm telling you, man, it's getting fucked.
They did it to a couple people.
Aren't you scared by this new shit that's going on?
Yeah, but we don't do anything. We
don't do anything. But
we are nobodies. The actors, actresses, singers.
But some
those
dumbass,
people need to start.
Dumbass could easily take anything we say on this podcast and make it seem like we're doing something horrible, you know? And it's really like.
And the people wonder why we don't have our faces and shit on
exactly, but when does it stop? When does it stop? Because right now
because now you're freaking me out.
Yeah, we're headed down this dangerous, weird path of like people doing things. And
we have said bad stuff, and it could be sliced up and put into nasty ass shit. And I'm glad that we don't put our names on here.
Like, there's one Disney podcast that follows us. It's like two ladies at Disney or some shit on Podbean. And there's these two women out there, they talk about Disney shit. And I'm sure they're very wholesome, nice ladies. But I guarantee you, with deepfaking, we can make them sound worse than us. You know? And make them say whatever the fuck we want to say. But eventually, the way that media is now, you can't really believe the fake news, you know?
Yeah, but you don't know what's fake news anymore.
Exactly. You're not going to know what anything is anymore. We're going to go down this fucking
weird... You can't just say
weird
it's Fox,
fucking...
and you can't just say it's CNN. You can't say... Because you don't know.
But we're going to go down this path where no one knows what anything is anymore, man. You know?
Well, that's
we're not
the
going
thing.
to know anything. Unless you're holding hands with the person, staring in their eyes, and talking to each other. You're not going to know what the fuck is really true and what's not. I'm telling you, we got to stop this shit now and just cut this technology out of it all. Because eventually it's all going to be deep fakes, and you don't know what's real and what's fake, and everyone's going to be paranoid and shoot each other, and this might be the end of the world, man. Who knows? Who knows? And that is a very dark path we're going down here. So what do you want to do here? You want to cut it?
I don't know. You took us down. We were having a good... skippy old time.
This is a good topic to talk about.
And then you brought us down like this dark path where we're all gonna die because people are.
I'm not saying that's where it has to go, but I'm just trying to throw out like this is where we can go if we don't stop this shit.
Oh, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, man. We do need to stop this.
We've been podcasting for like 6 hours straight.
I know. This is fucking horrible.
But I'll tell you what. We did go very long.
Is this better than the last 2 that we did today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, infinitely better. So I guess we are done, but I'm not done talking just yet because I do got something else to say here.
Oh my god, dude!
The thing is, and
here we go.
We started this podcast off with like a little message, and I kind of want to.
Are we gonna end with a little message?
Yeah.
Okay, yay!
We're gonna bookend this with the same kind of deal here.
Okay.
I don't have any ill will towards anybody. I enjoy being a podcaster, and I enjoy helping others out. I draw the line with being copied because I don't copy anybody, and I pride myself on being an individual, and I like the dynamic that we have, and we've gotten tons of compliments on what we have. It's only going to hurt people copying off of us because you're going to tie yourself to our podcast, and people are going to hear the real deal, and then they're going to hear a ripoff. That's like buying goods at Walmart and then buying goods at a fucking $1 million store. Okay, I bought myself a dress at, this high-end store. And then I buy the same dress at Walmart. I put them both in a washer and dryer. The one that I bought at the high-end store comes out just fine. The one at Walmart has holes in it. That's exactly what you're doing to yourself. The thing is if you have a personality, you take it and you run with it. No matter how good or bad it may be. It's yours. You can't duplicate someone else's because a true you will always come out. If I'm an asshole and I try to project myself as a good guy, eventually the asshole will come out and people will find out because I'm a fraud. So I'm just who I am. This is it. We do this podcast every single week, multiple times, and we've been very consistent. Nothing's ever come out. We're the same people. We've been since episode 1 all the way to episode whatever the hell we're at. On the other hand, you may try to steal our personalities, but people can listen to all your shit. Wait a second, this guy's been changing every single fucking week. There you go. Be yourself, and that's it. And I'm done. You got anything to say or add to that?
I am not allowed to say anything. So.
Yeah, but like I'm just dropping that out there because I'm sick of it.
Okay.
And on that note,
I'm biting my tongue, so please tell me I can unleash soon.
Soon. Hopefully not, because I want this to end. And on Twitter, you can find us at Voices of Misery. You can always send shit to us on Gmail at voicesofmiserypodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on our Facebook page, which we can't quite figure out because things are being weird on that.
True. That's so true.
I mean, like, some people can find it, some people can, some people can message us, some people can't. You can't see it on your personal Facebook page, which is strange, so.
And you can see my personal page, but you can't send a message.
Us on that. So, yeah, it's so all over the place. And I send you messages, but you don't get them in real time, so whatever. Exactly. Anyway, that's on Voices of Misery, or Voice of Misery Podcast, whatever. If you can find us, that is. Some people can, some people can't, whatever. Reddit is r/Voices of Misery Podcast, and
listen, I love this podcast.
Me too.
I love this podcast so much because we can say shit on here
And the thing
feels
is,
good
like,
getting it off.
in everything that we talked about tonight, as far as like, you know, being copied and shit, this isn't something that we want to talk about. I wish it never happened, but it's been happening to a point where I kind of feel like we have to put our foot down, because even that person who's doing it needs to realize, to take a step back, like, yes, I'm doing
There's
this.
a reason why you're the one saying it.
And I don't want to bash
And
this
I'm
person
not.
because
I know.
this person is a good person.
Because you're too nice.
No, it's not that, because I've dealt with people like this in my life.
Because I'm ready to go.
No, because like I've dealt with people like this in my life.
know.
Because like I've always been a cool guy.
I know.
And I've had friends in school try to duplicate me or act like me and shit, you know. And I'm not saying
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm all that. I'm not saying I'm all that, because I'm not. I'm not. And this is what baffles me the most. Like, everyone's individual, and just do your own thing, man. Like, I don't see myself as a role model or someone to be modeled after. Just do your own fucking thing, dude. And like, I have no problem getting along with anybody. I just draw the line when you try to copy me. Whatever, man.
Your personality, things you say.
Anyway, this is the Voices of Misery podcast.
The next time you hear, listen,
gloom. Yeah.
No, the next time you hear from us, we should have an intro.
Oh yeah.
From our awesome friend, right?
Our awesome friends,
Big Ray.
Yes, ma'am.
And I cannot fucking wait.
Thursday will be fun.
Yeah, Thursday we're gonna interview him.
Yes, and we got another big interview in September, bro.
I don't know, but
yeah,
this dude has been amazing, man.
Oh, yeah, great.
This whole month has been fucking phenomenal, and I'm so happy.
It's been a great month, and I don't think it's going to end here. I think we're going to have way more shit to happen. We got some connections.
These guys are all great,
like
and I feel like they're our friends, and I feel good.
Of course. And anyway, you're our friends. You guys listening at home, and I do care about your day, and I want to hear more about it tomorrow.
Please give us more feedback. Like I said, I appreciate it. I get back immediately.
Yeah, you are. And if you guys ever message on Twitter or Facebook, more than likely it's going to be the Nerdette, unless it's one of our new connections and I'm talking to you guys about like business opportunities and things like that. But the Nerdette really is the one who wants to talk about personal wise, like, thank you for the feedback, because that's her. I don't give a shit. No, actually, I do. I do.
You do, but you're working, so
I'm working. She takes care of the shit. Like, I talk to her on the phone if I see a message pop up. I'm like, oh, this so and so said something. Can you get back to them? So there you go.
And I love that.
Yeah.
So please keep sending it, because I think it's great. It makes my day.
Yeah,
I'm loving it. And
I'm happy that she's happy, and you're happy that I'm
happy.
The
5-star reviews on iTunes, keep that coming.
We got another one today, so there you go. Someone liked my sexy voice and wants me to marry them.
Oh, good God, help us all. But I think we're at like 241 on iTunes.
I'm getting my tux ready, by the way. I'm getting married soon.
Listen, bitch, you're already married. So, that's going to get a little hard.
Just like my dick is now, because we're about to get it on.
Seriously.
You asked for it.
Seriously.
You set me up for it. You threw the slow ball and I hit the home run.
You know what? Listen, there's nothing I can say without you twisting into something. All right, end it.
I'm about to twist you into something in a minute.
Oh my God. Again, I can't say nothing.
You can't say my dick in your mouth.
Oh my God.
You see, there you go. You keep doing it like you're doing it.
I can't. Anyway. No one wants to hear this shit. Nobody in the world.
Are you sure? Someone's sitting on a towel right now.
I know one person sitting on a towel right now, and it's Big Ray. And listen, no one else wants to hear this shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Voices of Misery podcast. We're going off the rails with another podcast for that ass. We'll talk to you again soon. Later. Well, let's give it to Stevie. Stevie? No, wait, no. All right. Yeah, give it to Stevie. Stevie, take it away.
Hey everyone, this is Stevie Richards. I'm here to tell you don't necessarily need all this equipment to get in the best shape of your life. All you need is this, a resistance band. I'm so proud to offer the 12-week resistance band training program, the most affordable, accessible workout program out there. And what do I mean by accessible? You can do it anywhere. And by anywhere, I mean anywhere. The 12-week resistance band training program also offers full overview videos, instructions for each and every exercise, as well as modifications for those exercises. We also offer an amazing support community through a closed Facebook group created by the users of the 12-week resistance band training program, as well as direct email support with me. So join all the other inspirational stories and testimonials and get the 12-week Resistance Band training program. And remember, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, StevieRichardsFitness@gmail.com. Thank you, God bless you, and remember, I'm here every step of the way to help you through this fitness journey.